glad you started coughing just as we went live, Jay. Good evening, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to yet another live game of 40k here on the finest of Thursday evenings in the UK. And tonight we have an extra special treat for you for two reasons. First reason is we have the two latest codexes from Warhammer 40k 9th edition on the table, the World Eaters versus the Astra Militarum. And the second reason why it's a treat is this is the first time we've gone public with Arks of Omen Grand Tournament.
Yeah.
But it's not the first time we've done Arks of Omen Grand Tournament.
No. We've hidden it behind closed doors.
Yes, we've put it behind that dirty, dirty paywall.
Normally, because we're terrible.
We've done it twice before behind the paywall as we get used to it, mostly because we're terrible. We're not very competitive players. We're just trying to do competitive season this season.
Yeah.
So, welcome everybody. If you're new here, if you're first time watcher, whether that's on demand or live, please make sure you hit all those magical YouTube algorithm buttons for us. So like the stream, to let everybody know that you like the stream. 690 likes on Tuesday's stream so far.
That's pretty good.
Very high for us. Yeah. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching at home and you can't comment live, it's because you're not a subscriber. We limit it to subscribe already to try and remove some of the bots. And if you're watching this on demand, YouTube tells us on Tuesday at least that 34% of people that are watching aren't currently subscribed. It's free. Costs you fuck all. Stop being lazy. Click the button.
Surely, that's like a third of the people that watch our stuff.
Yes, Joe, 34% is like a third of the people.
Maths.
In fact, mathematically, it's almost exactly a third of the people.
Exactly a third of the people, right? Surely it's more convenient to be liked and subscribed because then it notifies you when we're going live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're just Joe people, though. So they only care about when Joe's live.
Yeah. We are.
He thought I was on the wind up then. Did you see that? That was like, what's the punchline?
I was about to be like, we are an unreliable bunch.
And then finally, make sure you hit that bell notification icon if you haven't already, and that will notify you every time we go live or drop a video. Or if you're a member and you're in Discord, then you just have to make sure you've got the right role reaction. There's a little section that says role reactions, and if you click the 40k squad, every time we go live with 40k content, you will be notified of the 40k content. Interestingly, there's also a gaming squad in there that I haven't used really at all in the past. But Joe and I are thinking about testing something tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah.
New channel, new content, extra content. Not instead of, not to replace, extra content.
Extra. More Joe, more Liam.
Yes, in that order.
Yeah.
Because that's what people want.
Yeah. I want the channel to be called Thick Daddies with two
You
C's,
do, yes, and I've said no.
And to start with, less Warhammer.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
there are still Warhammer games coming out.
yes.
There's
That's why
Warhammer
to
games
start
to
with,
play. And I've discovered that his laptop will run Battlefield Gothic,
Yes.
which I bought 2 years ago, and the computer I had at the time couldn't run it.
You did well buying that.
Yeah, so I was like, now I've got a chance to play that game I bought 2 years ago.
Finally,
Yeah.
exactly. So today it is 2,000 points of Arks of Omen Grand Tournament. Before we get into the mission and the armies, we've got a couple of absolutely incredible sponsors. Not on Showcase tonight. We're doing a Showcase video soon. Joe doesn't know that yet. Is our incredible Thousand Sons army, which was painted by the amazing Siege Studios. So big shout out to Siege Studios because they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful humans who painted the Thousand Sons for us. I've done 2 practice showcases, you don't know this, and I wasn't happy with how they looked, and they're such a pretty army, I need to get it looking right. So that's going to be coming soon. Thank you to Siege. If you do decide to check out Siege, !Siege in chat, or you can check out the link in the video description below if you're watching this on demand. If it's the first time visiting the website, they give you something to sign up to, I think like a newsletter, and then you can get 10% off your first order. Warn you now, they're quite expensive, but that's simply because they're the best painting studio out there by a very, very, very long way. Yeah. And I thought they were pretty good, and then these turned up, and I was like, oh my God. I feel like some of the lines were painted with a ruler.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
The Black Templars they did for you as well.
Yeah, I know. If you do want to use Siege Studios and you're wondering where might I get my models from for Siege Studios, then check out Elephant Games.
Yeah.
!Element in the chat, or again, if you're watching on demand, check out the link in the video description below. This is our sponsors here in the UK, our main sponsors for the channel. They really support us. They're the ones that supply us with a Combat Patrol box every single month for the Jarls and Above giveaway. We have an affiliate link with them. If you do click the Element link, it's an affiliate link. It drops a cookie in your browser. Allow the cookie. That then tells Element that you came from us, and that cookie will sit there for the next 30 days, unless you click someone else's Element link, in which case, get out. But if you do click the Element link, and it does drop a cookie, every time you make a purchase through that website, we get a kickback. We actually get financial kickback for it. Pushes us up the table, which I like. And then every month I get a little bit of extra money from Element.
And it costs you people nothing.
Costs you nothing extra.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you're buying it anyway. Also, they send stickers and sweets in the boxes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Like every 5th box or something.
Yeah, I've noticed.
There's a pattern
You
to
seem
it.
to, like, whenever we order stuff and he gets it sent to my house because he's like, Joe, paint this. That box never has the sweets in it.
No.
No.
I get sweets in all of mine, but
Yeah.
then I only order like
Yeah.
a third, if not a fifth, maybe
ju-
a
they're-
tenth
they're
of the
ju-
amount that you order.
They're just shocked you have bought something.
Yeah, they're like, wow, yeah, I'm sweet.
That's our two main channel sponsors. The World Eaters, when you look at the army photos tonight, are on a beautiful set of bases. They were provided to us by James from March of War, !March in chat. His link is also in the video description below. Check out March of War. Quite cheap bases, really soft resin, which means you can do loads with them. They're quite, you can do a lot of manipulating with them and chip away at them and add things to them and stuff like that. So check out his stuff. Like the bases have come up looking really like the bases for these are so good that Joe has essentially decided to rebase his whole Black Legion, and he wants to rebase all of my Khorne demons in the same basing.
Yeah.
That's a problem
I'm
for you.
excited for that. But it will look good once it's done.
Yes,
That's what I keep telling myself.
you keep telling yourself. Okay, so that's that. Right, tonight we are, like I said, playing Arks of Omen Grand Tournament, and we do have an Arks of Omen Grand Tournament mission ready for you. Mission 13. Take it away, Mr. Brom.
So tonight we are not playing Tempest of War.
That's not. I haven't updated any photos, Brom. That
Good.
means I haven't updated any. Right.
Should I try and do it live?
I'll explain. No.
Do you
so
just want to
you
read
need to donate. You need to download all the images first. I will explain very quickly why this has happened. Because my wife might have just taken my two children off to hospital. No, it's not. Don't worry, it's not A&E. It's just an emergency walk-in appointment because my eldest decided to slam my youngest's finger in the door, and there's much blood. Big wow. If you're on Google, are you on Google, Brom?
I can be on Google.
Click on Google, Brom. I'm going to teach Brom how to do this live, people.
Go
Right?
for it, I'm on
Are
Google.
you going to give him the password?
In the bookmarks bar, there's a thing called Figma. Click on Figma, Brom.
Yeah, I found Figma.
Yeah, go
Oh,
on
this
Figma.
place. Oh,
And
you've
somewhere in
got
Figma there'll be battle report images.
Graphics.
That's the one, yeah. Double click on that one to open it up. And then scroll down. It's good, this, isn't it?
It's got its loading.
It will take a while to load. There's a lot of assets on that page.
Yeah.
And then scroll down to the bottom of the battle reports on the right-hand side, which says 2023 battle reports, because it's all organised.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's very, very nice. It's very
Yeah,
lovely.
the Arks of Omen one.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to click on the Arks of Omen one and the little title in the top left-hand corner.
There's two.
No, right down to the bottom.
Yeah, oh, okay, so there's it. Yeah, got that.
The right down the bottom, it will say Mission 13. Top
Probably.
left-hand corner, if you click the little icon, it will select the whole box, and bottom right-hand corner, it will say Export.
It does,
You'll need to do both the
that
army.
bit, export mission.
Yeah, you need to do both the army ones as well.
That's fine.
Does this come under technical issues or just forgetting?
This is just me because my kids are off
That's
to
all right.
hospital.
Then. So like,
Brom.
at least
Oh,
people,
okay.
at least people can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't know that yet. We hope so.
Are we even live at this point?
This is because I went to come through here and do all the images, and then we had that blood-curdling streak from upstairs.
Like all children's one. It was ow, ow. Oh, I'm in pain now.
Yeah, no, I'm in real pain.
Yeah, and then cry.
So we were dressing wounds and calming. Well, after threatening my
Most of the
eldest.
blood was still in his body.
Yes.
Yeah,
Most
so
of it
did I.
was. Yeah. Have you done?
You named both of them.
Yeah, they're
in
named
Rabbit.
they're named the same. Yeah.
Although the
Yeah.
promise of ice
It
cream
just means you can't
tomorrow
download them.
heals all wounds, doesn't it?
One's red, one's white, and then that's the ones you put in.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know how to change them on OBS?
I think so.
Oh, this is good. I don't.
Keep talking.
I will. We are. We're
He
being
could do this at
entertained.
work. He doesn't do anything else.
What we also did today, whilst Brom's updating the assets, because if I can leave him to do it, we can talk about what we did today. Today we filmed a battle report for deploymentzone.tv that will be coming out on Tuesday, where I used the World Eaters in another Tempest of War game, and we threw them against the Tyranids, High Fleet Hydra, with many Carnifexes and Zoanthropes and Warriors and Gene Stealers, and that was interesting, wasn't
That
it,
was
Joe?
very interesting. It didn't go how I planned.
It didn't go
Or
how...
hoped, or even how we even expected.
I wouldn't say it. Don't say the first part. That's just a spoiler, that. It didn't go how we expected is the right words to use.
Yes. But I'd like to run the same game, but in a competitive capacity as well.
I think it's a different result. Tempest is very interesting. I still think Tempest is a great way of playing because it can really swing even if one army is very tough and one army is not
Yeah.
so tough. Or one army is very good or one army is not very good. I still think Tempest sometimes, depending on the card draws, can make a real
But
difference.
you've been
Think
quite
we're good.
you've
Let's
been-
press that mission button, Brom. Yay!
I've not read it, so this is now the bit that
Just
falls
just
down.
read
I'll
it
go
like-
through it, Brom. I'll go
for
through
it.
it because I know it. Primary mission, Arks of Omen, Data Scry Salvage, mission 13 in the new Arks of Omen Grand Tournament mission pack. So at the end of each of our command phases, unless you go second, in which case Battle Round 5 will be different, Joe, you will score 4 victory points for each of the following conditions that you satisfy. You control 2 or more objectives. You
Ooh.
control 3 or more objectives, or you control more objectives than your opponent controls. Each time a unit from the army completes a data intercept action, you score a number of victory points equal to the number of objective markers you currently control that are in no man's land to a maximum of 3 VP. The action is an action that you do on your home objective.
Yeah.
If that action is then completed and you hold 2 objectives in no man's land, you'll get 2 victory points, 3 objectives in no man's land, 3 victory points, etc.
Nice.
But it caps at 3 victory points.
I like that.
You don't get a point for having your home objective that you're doing your action on. It's only the ones in no man's land. So the mission special rule is data terminals. Essentially, sticky objectives, Joe. If a player controls an objective that is in no man's land at the end of their command phase on one or more of their units within range of it is OBSEC, then you remain in control of it unless I then take it from you or you take it from me. Point to note, again, only in no man's land.
That's a really nice move. That.
Yeah, so
really love that.
if you sticky your home objective, well, you can't sticky your home objective. So if you've got OBSEC on your home objective and you step off of it, you lose it, then you don't have it anymore.
This mission used to be in your next command phase, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
The old one.
I don't know, I don't remember.
Because you had the opportunity to go back.
I played so little Warzone Nephilim competitive, I don't know, mate.
This is like the one before the last one.
I'd say Warzone Knackman.
Yeah.
Oh, gee,
maybe.
I don't remember them, if I'm honest with you.
So before we go into the
Armies.
the armies
That hopefully are up to date now.
They're definitely up to date. Probably. I'm being memed and bullied by chat just because they see I'm trying to do something technical and then they're like, oh, wait a minute, sound's gone. Dave B, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And Ozzy, yes, I am reading chat at the same time as trying to be a pro at changing stuff that I've never changed before.
You are
Good man.
So
Yeah.
Well, let's see if that worked. 2,000 points, World Eaters.
potentially.
go.
And then this is the point where Brom can then grab the paper over his left-hand shoulder and hand it to me because I forgot the name of the relic. I have 2,000 points of World Eaters. It's looking exactly the same as Tuesday because it's the same photo with a slight change because Joe painted 5 more of the finest Khorne Berserkers for me.
So I only needed 2 though.
Turn up. Well, I did say that
We could
on.
have spent all day playing DMZ.
Yeah, well, I mean, I asked a couple of
also
times
watched
yesterday. So I am running World Eaters, and currently I'm running the World Eaters Legion. Sometime in the near future, I do intend to run Disciples of the Red Angel. The World Eaters Legion trait is Relentless Rage. If I'm charge, or perform a heroic intervention, I get +1 strength, +1 attack. Super nice, super simple. So we have an Arks of Omen detachment. There are 4 HQ choices. My mandatory slot is troops for this particular detachment. And my 4 HQs are Angron, who is my warlord, because he has to be if he's in the list.
Yes.
As my warlord, he gets his warlord trait, which is shutting off OBSEC, which actually was helpful earlier.
It was, and it'd be helpful in this game as well, because I can have a lot of it.
So he can shut off OBSEC. He's a monster in combat if he can get there with 13 attacks on the charge if he's got full health. He can pick one of 3 abilities. They're all 6-inch auras. They all affect either World Eaters or everything. The first to affect World Eaters, that's +1 attack or reroll 1s to hit. Means it does impact himself because it's not locked to core. The third one means that he can stop anything within 6 inches from falling back. Pretty tasty. 16-inch fly, big demon prince.
Yeah.
And I say big demon prince because he's only toughness 7 and he only has a 4-up invulnerable save. And he doesn't have any feel no pains or wound caps or any of that nonsense. So he is at risk against something like Astra Militarum.
/ E-champ.
His lieutenant, his second in command, is Khan the Betrayer. I feel like at the moment he's an auto-taking World Eaters.
Yeah.
So he has 10 attacks on the charge with
very
Gorechild. That's now AP -4 and flat 3 damage. He now gives out reroll 1s to wound, both in shooting and melee. Super tasty. Khan, however, doesn't get a Warlord trait because I have no stratagems that allow me to add extra Warlord traits, and I have no stratagems that allow me to add any more than 1 relic, which is, I think, a positive move.
Yeah.
But it does mean that I can't kit out with lots of special relics and warlord traits, etc. So when someone tells you that Khan can heroically intervene 6 inches and fight first, they're talking shit.
You just strike them.
You should strike those people.
Strike them down.
hard with the back of your hand, as the blood god would want. And then we have Lord Invocatus on his flying Pegasus unicorn.
Yeah, his angry unicorn.
He has a mount which looks like a blood crusher, but can fly.
Yeah.
Which was so funny the other
I
day.
want to give
is
it
nuts.
little bee wings on the side.
No. So he doesn't have any reroll auras, but what he does have is a 6-inch aura that affects core units and gives them +2 inches to their move or charge. Everything they can normally move, or not charge, sorry, move or advance, which is quite tasty. My 4th HQ choice is a Demon Prince of Khorne. Pretty tasty, up to strength 8. 7 attacks base as a Demon Prince of Khorne, which is quite nice. I've given him the Helm of the Brazen Ear. Different relic to Tuesday's game. This one is -1 to wound, which actually was pretty clutch earlier as well.
Very good.
So that's quite cool. And it's just flat -1 to wound all the time.
Yeah.
So we have the Helm of the Brazen Ear on my Daemon Prince of Khorne. Now he does give the reroll 1s to hit aura. Again, only the core units, right? We move into the troops choices. We have 2 units of 5 Khorne Berserkers, each with an icon and an Eviscerator. Yep. Eviscerators are super tasty now. They're basically a power fist because they're +3 strength to my base strength 5, AP -4 and 2 damage. So like a power fist, but better because they've got better AP and they don't suffer the negative to hit.
Yeah.
And on the charge, it becomes strength 9. That's really good, right? Important against things like Leman Russes that are toughness 8. Okay. Yeah. We then have a unit of 7 Khorne Berserkers. I wanted 8, chat. Don't hate me. I couldn't find the extra points. I can find the extra points. No, I can't find the extra points. I end up being 6 or 7 points short, I think. But 7 is fine because when we put Khan with them, they become a unit of 8, basically. Yeah. Right? That's how I'm justifying it.
And you could do that obnoxious tick. 7.
7, yeah, which people love apparently. Yeah. Really like that. So in that unit of 7, I also have an icon and I have an Eviscerator. Then what I have 3 elites choices. I have 2 units of 5 Chaos Terminators. If I'm honest with you, in Welders, I wouldn't normally choose to take Chaos Terminators. Not Red Butchers, by the way. We don't get Red Butchers, Joe. They're just fucking Chaos Terminators. But there's at least a 2. Yes, we are still on this. There's at least still a 2 CP strat to make them Red Butchers. Anyway, I've got 2 units of 5. I wouldn't normally take them. I'd take 8 bound instead, but we painted these up before we even received the new World Eaters models in anticipation for this. So this is what we've got. But we are, in fact, a World Eaters channel that are bringing basically all new World Eaters models like no one else is doing.
Yeah, no one else has got a freshly painted World Eaters army.
Just throwing that out there.
What's even better is we could have just gone with the old ones we had. But we're better now.
They're better now, yeah. They're redder, and they go faster.
Redder.
Yeah.
So
they do actually go
a lot faster.
So that's 2 units of 5 Terminators. We then have 3 8 bound. I am really torn if it's just a unit of 3 between 8 bound or Exalted 8 bound for 15 more points. If you take Exalted 8 bound, you get +1 weapon skill and +1 to your invulnerable save, so 4 up invulnerable saves instead, which does make them more survivable, but you benefit from none of the core stuff.
No.
Because Exalted 8 bound don't get core, we learnt on Tuesday. Standard 8 bound do. Yeah. So Standard 8 bound benefit from Lord Invocatus' +2 inches to move. They benefit from reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 from Demon Princes and Khan, and they benefit from stratagems as well, which currently Exalted 8 bound don't unless it's Red Butchers, because that's not just locked to Terminators.
But they do go to damage 3 though.
The last elite that we have is a Hellbrute that looks a lot like a Contemptor and not like a Hellbrute, because the Hellbrute looks dumb. So we have a Contemptor Dreadnought that is in fact a Hellbrute in terms of datasheet, who has twin last cannons and a Hellbrute fist. And then we have 2 of the finest Legion Rhinos to transport my Berserkers in.
Your Berserkers.
My Berserkers.
I do think Rhinos are good.
Rhino, so here's an interesting
essential
fact, right?
Yeah.
I think Rhino Rush with Berserkers is a viable tactic.
There is an argument to go no 8 bound and just Berserkers.
And I was already looking at, you can take 6 units of 5 Berserkers, 1 unit of 8 Berserkers, pile Khan into the one with 1 unit of 8 and a Master Executions, stick them in 4 Rhinos. That's pretty terrifying. It's pretty good, that, isn't it, if you think about it?
And then, you know when, because you can do the Blood Surge, right?
Yes.
Can you do the Blood Surge when you come out of a damaged vehicle?
Not out of a damaged vehicle, no. Specifically states you can't do it. If you disembark from a normal Rhino in your turn and then they shoot you, you can do it. If you disembark from a destroyed Rhino in your turn, I can't do it. Specifically states that I can't do it.
Boo.
Boo, hiss, boo.
Yeah.
What I also have access to is a thing called Blood Tithe. So throughout the game, I have this little red dice, and throughout the game, what I will be doing is generating Blood Tithe points. How do you generate your Blood Tithe points, I hear you ask?
How do you get Blood Tithe things? How do you get
Blood Tithe things?
So every time a unit is destroyed, friend or foe, I gain a Blood Tithe point. Every phase, I gain an additional Blood Tithe point if any monsters, characters, or vehicles were killed. And every phase, I gain an additional Blood Tithe point every time any Titanic units are killed. The latter is not a problem for us. Yeah. There are no Titanic units on the table. So if I kill 3 Leman Russes in the fight phase, I get 3 Blood Tithe points for 3 units and 1 more because I killed a vehicle in that phase.
If 1 was a tank commander, you'd get an additional 1.
No. No, you gain additional Blood Tithe point per phase for any characters, vehicles, or monsters killed.
Boo.
So that comes under the same qualification, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but the way I'm playing it is the more conservative way.
It's okay, Joe, because you didn't bring too many vehicles.
More on that when we get to secondaries.
Wow.
That's my 2,000 points of... well, it's actually 1,994 points of World Eaters, because after Tuesday I felt like you needed an advantage.
Apparently so.
6-point advantage for you, Joe. Because yours is 2,000 points on the nose.
Exactly on the nose. Yeah.
Astra milliwatt now.
Yeah. So I have got 2,000 points of. Which is guard now. We're not Valhallans anymore, are we?
No, we've Valhallans in terms of paint scheme and models.
Yes, yes. So I've got no priority because they're all minimum choices. We'll say heavy support for lols.
Okay.
And I'll just take all my Lehman Russ as individual units.
Okay.
Squadrons.
It doesn't really help you now, you've already deployed, but go for it.
Anyway, so I have got my warlord is Lord Solar or Lord Polar Macbarius.
Yes.
He is my warlord. I have then got a Castellan who I have given the relic of the Tactical Auto Reliquary of Tiberius, which basically means he could issue or she could issue an extra order, so 3 orders.
Okay, tasty.
And I've given her the Superior Training warlord trait as well, which means that she could issue tank orders.
So that's 2 CP spent.
That's 2 CP spent, and
Cool.
then obviously the 3rd for my warlord trait for Lord Polar.
Which is?
He is superior. No,
So you can regain command points.
I
on
get
5+.
command points back.
If I spend a command point, you can regain it on a 5+.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I then have a command squad,
You do.
and then I have 3 units of Cadian shock troopers with a plasma gun in each.
Cadians.
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 Cadian.
I think the video on Tuesday proved that I make the right pronunciations and you don't.
Cadians.
Thank you. Good.
Right.
Carry on.
Cadians. In the elites choice, I have got 1 Commissar Kane.
Commissar Kane. Yes.
Was the Commissar who is Kane?
Yes.
I've got 2 units of Kazakin.
I don't know how you say
They didn't
it.
give
Kazakin, I think is what
I think
say.
it's Kazakin.
Yeah.
Kazakin, because the towns on Cadia are Kazas.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have both got 2 hotshot volley guns in each. I have then got in the fast attack 3 units of 3 armoured sentinels, all with las cannons and chainsaws.
Okay.
Right. And then
We love it.
in heavy support choice, I have got 1 Lehman Russ Vanquisher, 1 Lehman Russ Punisher, 2 Lehman Russ Plasma Executioners, and then I have got 2 Chimeras with heavy bolter sponsors.
You do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes. I have deployed 2 units of the infantry in the Chimeras, and the Kaskin are on foot.
All the cars are on foot.
Kasrkin, yeah.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Okay. And your regimental doctrine?
Is born soldiers.
So you've kept born soldiers.
Because there's no reason
Why
to
would
take
you
anything
change?
else.
So 6 is to hit auto wound and counters a 6 to wound, and you can use an officer's leadership if you are within range.
Yes.
I still think there's play in other regimental doctrines, but I still think born soldiers is the best.
Like if I didn't have the Sentinels, the other option is taking lots and lots of Chimeras and then have disembarking infantry.
Yeah, mechanized infantry.
I
is not
really
a
like
bad one.
mechanized infantry. Mechanized infantry with swift as the wind
So I like mechanized infantry and then armored superiority.
for obsec tanks.
So the tanks gain 5 models per tank essentially, and then you
Yeah.
just give them obsec with an order, and they can take objectives off people.
Yeah.
I quite like that, and I'm a big fan of that. But the other thing is, you don't even need to give them the order, because if you move your Chimera forward, disembark your infantry onto an objective, then roll your tank on, your tank counts as 5 models, your infantry counts 15 models obsec on an objective. So I actually do rate it. It's nowhere near as killy. It just plays objectives
Born
better.
soldiers is just too good.
I agree. Born Soldiers is the most killy at
Yeah.
the moment, right? So that's our 2,000 point armies on the table.
Yeah.
But we do. So now is where you have to press in game,
Yeah.
Rom, and we have to, before we do the roll off, talk about some secondary objectives, because we are playing Arks of Omen Grand Tournament.
Not.
So, player 1 secondaries.
Have you changed
Look,
them though?
Yes. Look like
Checked
this.
already. So.
So we're using World Eaters, Joe,
Yes.
and we're playing Arks of Omen for the first time in the general public. It wouldn't be very World Eater of me if I didn't take all 3 World Eater secondaries. So I've taken all 3 World Eater
Well,
secondaries.
that puts me to shame then, doesn't it?
A little bit, yes.
You
But I didn't want to bring that
blatantly
up.
competitive.
When you were, when you were giving me your secondaries, my eyebrows raised a little bit. That's why. So, Blood for the Blood God is my first secondary, right? It's a purge the enemy secondary objective. At the end of the battle round, I score victory points for killing things. So I score 2 victory points for every vehicle, monster, or something else that I killed. Vehicle, monster, or character I've killed.
Yeah.
And I score 1 victory point for every other unit that I killed. Right?
Yeah.
To a maximum of 4 per battle round. However, I only score that at the end of the battle round if I didn't fall back at all.
Okay.
Right? Now, I was really torn between this one and Bring It Down. Because with all your tanks and all your sentinels, Bring It Down is worth lots of points to me.
Yes.
And bring it down isn't capped per round, so the likelihood of me hitting multiple tanks in the same turn is quite high.
Yeah.
So I was competitively going to take bring it down.
Yeah.
But this was called Blood for the Blood God.
I mean, why
So
not?
we picked this one.
Yeah, makes sense.
Then we have the Blood God's Due.
Blood Gods.
The Blood God's Due.
Yeah.
This is another one that I'm not going to lie to you, I wasn't going to take. Because this one requires units to die on objectives. So at the end of the turn, at the end of each player's turn, the objective specifically reads, at the end of each player's turn, if an objective that started within range of an objective marker, if a unit, that was started in range of an objective marker was killed, completely destroyed, I gain a victory point, friend or foe.
That's better than by Lasgun and Bayonet and the Long War, because it requires you having to kill your opponent on objectives.
Yeah.
So just kill me now.
But, and this is the problem against you, doesn't include vehicle models.
Do you know what you could do?
But I did look at other secondary objectives, Joe, and if I'm completely honest with you, there wasn't another one that I thought I really wanted to take in its place. So I could go down the route of shadow operations and do things like banners, but do I want to be bannering with berserkers? Absolutely not. Saying that, banners isn't a terrible choice when you've got things like Icon and Berserker squads. So if they're shot at, they just automatically pass the action and carry
yeah.
on.
You could. So that's what makes Jackals quite good. Just take loads of Jackals and just stand them on objectives. So shoot me.
Yeah, just kill me on
Shoot me,
objectives.
please.
Yeah, exactly.
And spawn.
And spawn, exactly that. Finally, because we're going all corn tonight, just to see how many points I get, because to be clear, although we're playing Arks of Omen, I don't think this is the strongest set of secondaries that World Eaters can take from my particular list. Again, if we're running at 40 Berserkers in 6 units of 5 and 1 unit of 8, this is a great secondary to take.
Get your excuses.
But my final secondary is Pile the Skulls, okay? Pile the Skulls is a really interesting one because I'm finding Blood Tithe really important for World Eaters to get them working and get them running, okay? Pile the Skulls requires me essentially at the end of the battle round to discard Blood Tithe points, right? So say I've got 6 Blood Tithe points in my pocket, like that, and sometimes people will go, well, you would instantly spend 5 points to give you +1 AP, or you might spend all 6 to give you 6s to hit, generate additional attacks, or 6s to hit auto win, whichever one it is. What I can do instead is I can choose to spend 1, 2, or 3 Blood Tithe points. For each Blood Tithe point I spend, I gain 2 victory points, but to a maximum of 5. So actually the sweet spot is spending 2 for 4 and doing that for 4 turns.
Yeah.
If you're in a panic, you can spend 3, but you won't get 6, you'll only get 5 victory points. So instead of spending them on abilities for your army, you just discard them. So some people have mentioned it out there in the world of YouTubes, etc., that, oh, I spent 5 Blood Tithe points, so I get... No, you don't. You have to discard them, so you don't get them as a benefit.
I think...
It's like the Sister's Miracle Dice one.
yeah, it's really good if you don't have Angron. Because if you've got Angron, you're like, I kind of need 6.
So you say that, but I didn't use 6 to bring Angron back earlier in the DZ Battle Report. Spoilers! And I spent lots of them on other things, and that really started to make the army sing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know is the answer. Anyway, that is my 3 secondaries for Wild Eaters. We do have 3 secondaries for Astra Militarum.
We do.
Like this.
But inflexible command, basically have all my units, if it's infantry, within 6 inches of an officer, and a vehicle within 12 inches of an officer. If you've got a Vox, you count as being within range of an officer if you're within 24 inches of the command squad, specifically because they also have a Vox.
If you have an officer in a transport, that transport gains the officer keyword.
Yes. And then I have engage in all fronts.
You missed part of inflexible command, sorry. I know you haven't used this before. So you get 2 victory points if every platoon unit's in range of an officer.
Yeah.
You then get an additional victory point if all your squadrons are in range of an officer.
Yeah.
You then get an additional 2 victory points if anything under an order kills an enemy unit.
So maximum of 5?
5 per round, yes. It's really good, isn't it?
I mean, that's an auto take, isn't it?
It's 100% an auto take. Yes, that's why all guard players
This
are
is the
taking all the
first time
time.
I've taken the guard competitively.
Yeah, it's definitely an auto take,
Yeah.
Joe.
And then I've got an engage in all fronts because you basically start in all 3 table quarters.
Yeah,
So I was like, well, that's just an auto take, isn't it, on this mission?
yeah.
And then I've got assassination.
For turn 1.
Yeah, then I'm dead. And then I've got assassination, kill, which is maximum of 13 points if I kill.
If you kill Angron, Lord Invocatus, Khan, and my Demon Prince, you'll get 13 victory points.
Because I didn't want
It's
to put.
doable.
Yeah, because I didn't want to put banners up.
Yeah.
Because he'll just come over there and kill me.
I
And then
basically
take them
did
off
it.
me. Yeah.
The thing is,
and obviously, and he turns off obsec, which means that holding objectives is still really, really difficult in this mission.
the thing is, banners is actually not a bad pick in this particular mission in Data Scry Salvage, because you have to push onto objectives in No Man's Land to be able to do your home objective action to gain more primary points. Sometimes you think, well, I might as well put a banner up at the same time.
Yeah.
But I get it. I wouldn't want to be
But
putting
I've
banners
only
up. I wouldn't want to be standing guardsmen on objectives, putting banners up, watching berserkers come running at me.
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea.
They
I
are
think.
brave souls, but not that brave.
You're not that brave.
No.
Cool. So I start on 4 of the 5 command points.
I start on 3.
Joe starts on 3, and we're ready for the first roll-off.
I'm ready for this.
We are. Go for it, and then we'll get into it.
Oh, no, don't start high, Joe. Oh, Angron can make a turn 1 charge, but now he can't. We have a point to note about Angron as well.
Oh.
We have used prettygamemat.eu terrain.
Yes.
Because it's prettygamemat.eu terrain. But we have laid out the same map that we use at the Factorum GTs.
Yeah.
And when we lay out this map at the Factorum GTs, these U-shapes
the
are
top
2
down.
stories tall. Right, they're up here. So when Joe gets the actual ruin out, and you can see it on the front camera,
He's got to sort my hair out, sorry.
that's how tall they would normally be. And so if Angron stood behind them, he would be hidden. So Joe said to me, I'm going to use the game mat terrain because it's prettier, but if Angron's behind that U-shape, I'm okay that I can't see him. And I was like, are you sure? And he said yes.
We
Now,
want this to be representative of a competitive game. Because
Yeah.
if you went to LVO, LGT, they use big L shapes like this big.
yeah.
So,
So we do put large pieces of line of sight blocking, even if they're not actually obscuring terrain, in each person's deployment zone, simply because I want people to be able to hide a knight or hide Be'lakor or hide a Magnus and not have him shot off first turn.
Yeah.
So Angron's in fact hidden in my first turn, and Joe can't get an angle to him, which is quite tasty.
Yes.
I'm really happy with
That's
that.
very useful.
Yeah, no, it's really kind of him. It was him that sent it to me as well.
Right now, I'd be going, nah.
Because I stepped out there and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, these will be the big U ones. I was like, thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
because otherwise he just dies. I'm like, cool, have a vanquisher.
Yeah.
It makes you dead now.
Well, 1 doesn't.
Might get lucky.
What, and your 12 damage will do suddenly 18?
We've got last can.
Well, then you could do 18 damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but 6s, bro.
Nothing but 6s. And
Right.
I mean, the 9 sentinel last cannons will do a good job as well.
So your turn 1, Joe.
Yes.
We both gain a command point.
Yes.
Boop.
Top down.
Yes.
Top clown. Hey.
So, now I've
Right.
lost the mouse.
Hang on, well, hang on very quickly.
Oh.
Lord Polar will give.
Do you want to just summarise it at the end?
All right, whatever.
Because people have been talking, I've been just listening, and they've
Big
been
colourful
talking.
postcard talking.
We've got a bit of that. We've got a bit of other things. So there's plenty of ways to support the channel. I'm going to go through several of them right now. The first one is Lachi. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships.
Hero.
I'm going to keep going because Megan, thank you very much for the 5 gifted memberships.
Love you, Meg.
Sven Julio, you legend. Another gifted membership. If we keep going on the same train, I'll keep rolling it through. Rimney, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. If you can add up, that's 21 gifted memberships. And I heard the other night that you had a little voucher giveaway.
Last night I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking John McArdle.
Damn, John McArdle. To be fair, we're 79 away from another one.
Shut up, Rob.
They've been adding up in there already, so you don't even need to worry about it. They just know. The other way to support the channel is the super chats that cannot be stopped. Because they are chats that cannot be stopped. Isn't that right, JJ?
They can't be stopped.
No.
Just roll it.
Although with Brom's on the deck, they can't start all the time. So we move into, thank you, War Master Will. Says, blood for the blood god, corn for the cornflakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. I like that. The, Dante said, we want to see Angron yeet Lord Polar McVarious off the table.
That'll never happen.
Joe's in denial. That could happen. Dan Fee. Liam, what t-shirt company did you get your shirt from?
Play on Tabletop. They are, in fact, a t-shirt company.
They are a t-shirt
They
company.
are a t-shirt company.
They do plenty of them.
They sent this to me. They're very lovely people. If you haven't already checked out Play on Tabletop, if you haven't, you want another advanced roll.
Yeah.
4 this time. If you haven't checked out Play on Tabletop already, they're like a YouTube channel but more professional.
So we figured it out. So hi Carl has been in there either memeing people hard because he doesn't know who they are, or he does know and he's super memeing because he was like, so are they like a 40k channel? Did they do 40k and are they the people that do things like 40k in 40 minutes? And it's like, yes, mate.
love Play on Tabletop, and I really wanted to get out to Canada this year to go and see them, but I don't think I'm going to be able to afford to do it this year, unfortunately. Obviously, last year with the Titans trip, that was quite expensive. And probably, unless we have a small miracle and we gain another 500 actual members properly forever within the next month or two, which is probably not going to happen, if we have that small miracle, I might be able to afford to do it in the future. At the moment, that's not looking likely, but I want to go and hang out with them. Play on Tabletop do tons of 40k content. They do some live streams. They're not as good as ours, but they do loads of pre-recorded battle reports, which quite frankly are amazing. Yeah, they're really, really good. And they're all super nice people as well, super nice guys. So if you haven't checked out Play On, if you haven't gone and seen the channel in 40k that's already, I think, over 250,000 subscribers, you're missing out. They're brilliant.
Yeah, they did a DZTV collaboration. Well, basically they did all the work, and we put some bits of effort in back to them, but they did all the work and then put that out on DZTV, which is the other channel that Liam has with Winters. If you don't know about it, then where have you been? So we then move on. We got a super chat from Dave B. Dave B says, "Brom, I'm going to ask a question. Well, you didn't ask the question in a super chat, so I'm going to ignore you for a minute. And I'll come back to you. Mostly because you were winding me up earlier. No, it's fine. I love you too. Crisis has super chatted another postcard. My Tabletop Titans terrain arrived today and it's beautiful." There you go, guys. Tabletop Titans do terrain, and it is beautiful. It's super easy to get up. It's the flat pack stuff, isn't it? He says, "What do you guys think about the pop-up terrain in general?"
I've got some here. We haven't used it yet because I'm waiting to see exactly what they want me to do with it, but I am going to use it at some point. Now, what do I think of pop-up terrain? Right, for us, it's not something I would honestly choose to use frequently because we've got a studio and storage space.
Yes.
For the average gamer who doesn't have a studio or a gaming room, it is one of the best products I've seen.
If you live in a flat or just a London townhouse,
under a bridge,
in a cardboard box, above a Curry's, just it's perfect, isn't it? You got no space.
So it packs. Okay, hang on. Right, hang on. I'm going to show them something magical.
Is it your willy?
Yes. It's magical. Ugh, right.
Just to prove that we've got it.
Titans don't even know I'm doing this. This is free advertising for them, right? This is...
We support the community, though.
One full box and an expansion pack. That's all. That's it, done.
That fits under your bed.
So once I've got this out and used it, I fold it back down into these two boxes.
Yeah. And then all you need is like a tub like that.
Of scatter terrain.
Obviously not this big, but a tub like that of scatter terrain, and you're sorted.
Right.
If you use the GameMat.eu ones, which are resin, they're a bit more heavier, which means they won't slide around and they'll hold your terrain down.
My only criticism of it is something that they can't help. When you first open it up, it wants to just fold back up again.
Yeah.
So I use big heavy bits of resin scatter terrain to hold it in place. Yeah. But it gives you everything you want. It's cool. It gives you some, get a bit of lichen like this, put some stones down. It's cool. It's good stuff.
If you're TO, two, then you can really pack your tables away. You could probably do 100 tables.
Yeah.
And fill a garage, whereas storage space for TOs and tournament terrain is a nightmare.
Cool.
And then we'll just move back, because I'm not completely mean, to Dave B's actual question that was in chat. He said, "Brom, with inflexible command," so Brom doesn't know the answer to this. Liam, with inflexible command, is it there's a word spelt insulated? It's not spelt it right,
insulated?
but I can't. So
Insinuated.
Insinuated might be if you've got a platoon unit in reserve or actually in a transport. Does that make sense?
So there's nothing in there at the moment about that individually. However, that was previously FAQ'd in a previous secondary objective for Astra Militarum, and the FAQ previously said if they're off table or if they're in a vehicle, they're not on the table, so they don't need to be in range. Perfect. Now, currently, rules as written, it could be argued that if you have a unit off the table, it's not in range of an officer, and you don't get your points. But if someone argues like that with you, they're not the sort of person you want to play at a tournament anyway. Right? Now, there's been precedent set. There has been previously FAQ'd. If they're off the table or in a transport, they don't count as on the table. They don't need to be in range of an officer. No. That's exactly how we're going to play it tonight. Cool. Jojo, what have you done?
I have gone...
Whoop!
Fix bayonets. Fix bayonets.
Okay.
Take aim. Not that it really matters. The plasma cution re-rolls all hits. Not that it really matters, so I can't see anything.
I do need Warhammer up actually at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I need to see, did you do, right, did you, on your home objective,
Do an action.
do an action?
Yes.
Good. That's the right answer.
Because at the end of my turn, I hold 4 objectives.
But you get 3 bonus points
Oh.
because it maxes at 3.
Oh.
So you didn't need to go to all 4. But it does mean that I'm going to need to take a couple off you at least to stop you from holding more than me,
Yeah.
which is also important. Why? I need Warhammer because I need to see what can do the action. And I think it's just an infantry unit. But Warhammer is currently loaded with fucking ads nowadays. I don't know what's going on with it.
We got the book here.
Have we? Did we bring the book here?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we left. Okay.
I thought that
helps. I thought
playing competitively, we'd want the competitive rules book.
I thought I'd left it in the office. Data incept. 1 unit from your army can start to perform this action in your movement phase if its range of objective marker that is in deployment zone. This action is complete at the end of your turn, provided the performance of the range of objective marker. Okay, cool.
No.
Basically, I wanted to know if a contemptor could do the action.
It can.
Yes.
But it's not a contemptor, is it? It's a Hellbrute.
I wonder if the Hellbrook could do the action.
I can see where this might be a problem in the future.
Cool. So that's your turn?
Yeah. I can't shoot anything because you hid.
So do you have all of your platoon units in range of an objective? In range of an officer?
Yes.
It's 2 victory points.
Yes.
Do you have all of your squadron units in range of an officer?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Where's the officer here?
There. It's 12 inches, isn't
12
it?
inches.
12 inches for the vehicle, yeah.
Yeah.
What about that one over there? Is he in range of Lord Polar?
Yeah.
So we are definitely happy everything's in range of an officer.
Yeah.
That's 3 points.
That's another victory point. That's 3 victory points in total. Nothing killed anything with orders, so just 3 victory points. Now, if you notice where the secondaries are, they're all broken down into 3 columns.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Okay.
And I fixed
Again,
bayonets
I'm
in case
not
you charge me.
Yes. Did you
Yes.
get units within 3 table quarters? Fully within 3 table quarters?
Yes.
There's 2 victory points. Did you get fully within 4?
No.
So just the 3 just the 2 victory points on engage on all fronts.
Because that would be inviting death.
It would be.
But if I had rattlings, I bet I would.
And no points on assassinate yet because you haven't killed a character.
Can't believe you haven't
Interestingly,
done
if you kill Angron and he comes back to life, it doesn't count as killing him.
that. No.
Doesn't it?
No, it says that in the blood type points.
And I forgot to leave his annoying markers on him last time, but didn't matter.
No, because he left the table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but it doesn't matter. It comes back with the same ones.
don't think it
I think it
does.
does.
I don't think it does.
I don't
That's
think it
part of
does.
those points. We'll check it later, but
That's
it doesn't matter.
stupid.
That's Votan's stupid points.
Well, if it's Votan, I wouldn't believe anything. Why are you touching my stuff?
Oh, what are the other tape measures from earlier? Oh, it's over
It's
there.
over here. Yeah.
Touching my drum kit.
So, World Eaters turn 1, guess what?
We're both getting a CB.
Both going to CP. Boom.
I'm not been keeping track of mine.
Boom, boom, boom.
You're on 5, mate.
Yeah, you've gone from 3 to 5, Joe. I'm on 6 of the 5
Unless you
command
spent one in
points.
the last time that you didn't tell anyone about.
9.
Sneaky.
Right, top down, chat to chat. More super chats, more gifted memberships. Get on with it, chat. Come on.
Yeah.
I've got Canada to go to.
Hold your stuff. Can we do?
Get your words
like
out, Joe.
Jake, or like tabletop tactics? Could they pay to send me?
No. So Angron's going to give all rerolls to 8-bound.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got to give out. He's also going to give himself reroll 1s.
Not himself, but everyone within 6.
Well, yeah, but it also counts as himself, and normally I fuck him off on his own at the moment. So, yeah, cool. Okay. So we're going to go for some moving and stuff.
Yes. Are you going to counter my Chimera with your Rhino?
Well, no. I'm going to Can you get me 5 Berserkers out, please, Joe?
Oh, you're going to eat her. Eat it. Go on. That's the way forward.
Which is there.
Dave did like me memeing him a little bit. But he did he has a cracked mobile screen and he was trying to type on. Come on, Dave, sort it out.
So, here's my 5 Berserkers.
What you should have done is moved all of this lot first, then moved him to get within range of them, and then they get an extra 2 inches.
Well, he's going this. Is he going this way?
Yeah.
So if I fly him 12 of the finest inches to here,
Yeah.
But you'll want to move everyone else
Move
first.
that
won't you?
lot first, whoever's moving.
they would have disembarked. Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. You're right. You're not wrong. You're right. So I'm going to move the 8-bound now, who get to move because they're within range of him a nice 11 inches. 11, which is cool.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake.
So for all 364 people who are currently watching us,
Jesus!
yes.
How many
yes.
likes?
Good lord.
Not enough.
Lazy shits.
We've got almost Joe's third.
Almost my third.
Yeah, it's around a third. Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put him down the throat of a vanquisher
Yeah.
because it's funny. Look at that. Look at that, Joe. Yes.
If only we had a wobbly hand cam to show it off.
I could probably go over his shoulder.
No.
Did he choose his aura? Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting.
Reroll ones.
Real
Reroll
ones.
ones, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I
He
missed
should
that.
just have all 3 on all the time. if Abaddon gets 3 warlord traits and a wound cap,
Yeah.
right,
So advanced Terminator's 5.
and a chapter mastery rolls, and all 4 marks.
So for as I was saying, the 365 people that are in chat.
Carry on.
I'm moving on.
Whisper into.
We have. You may have seen on other channels that you probably don't watch actually. So we'll repeat. The new worldies are quite quick, aren't they? They're a little bit rapid.
They are very fast.
The horsey man makes them go really fast. Pegasus man,
Angry unicorn.
angry unicorn goes super fast. But it doesn't quite feel quite as heavy as a Rhino Rush that Liam used to play with his Berserkers, with Morphine Rush at the same time. Yeah. That was quite scary.
I'm quite sad that 8-bound can't go into Rhinos. Like just 5 of them. Like the fact that you can somehow fit 10 people into one of these, right? Considering how big they are, they basically have to like the battle droids from Star Wars, just roll into a ball and then get pushed in. That's the only way you could fit them in. Or they basically have no bones.
That is how it works.
If you can get 10 Berserkers, you can fit 5 8-bound in a Rhino. But they could only go in a Land Raider. Which makes me sad. But those models have quite grown on me, actually, the 8-bound. You could remind you which direction it goes in first. You might have to hold the cable. So if I hold the cable for you, like that.
I loosened it up a little bit.
Okay. Hold on, Jojo.
I did loosen it up a little bit.
It's that big bit of scenery in the middle.
Yeah.
Again, pulling all the focus.
It's
But it's okay, Jojo.
It's
It
okay.
looks good.
I've got ideas about that camera in the future anyway.
Yeah.
I had a play around the other day, and I need to set it up properly. But what I can actually do is I can drop it down and all the way back, and it can move along in front of the table, whilst the big one looks like I've got some ideas, Brom. Okay, and it's better for us as well because Joe doesn't have to try and squeeze past it every time. Right. I've done lots of moving, Joe.
I'm a thick daddy.
I've advanced both rhinos.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a rhino up there and a rhino in here. Okay. I've moved my Contemptor onto the objective.
Yeah.
And he's going to do an action. Because I believe at the end of this turn, I'm going to hold 2 objectives.
Makes sense.
So I'll get a couple of bonus points, right? We did some Invocatus tricky stuff, right? So we put him in here, moved Terminators, that then got 7-inch move instead of a 5-inch move. Moved 8-bound, which goes to 11-inch move rather than a 9-inch move. And then we flew him this way, before we then disembarked the Berserkers. And if you saw differently, you got it wrong, chat. And then the Berserkers managed to disembark 3, move 6, gain 2.
I like it.
So they move 11.
11.
No. Yes, 11.
8, 9 to 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So they move 11. Beautiful, right? Which means their charge is much less. Okay? And then
That's big wow.
Angron flew all the way up here because I can almost definitely make charge of Sentinels. Okay? And that's a problem for you. And then over here we advance the Rhino onto this objective. We're just in range of the objective with the Rhino, but you're holding it with more than me. Well, you've only got 1 model in range. So we actually can test it at least.
Am I to assume that that's got 7 Berserkers
And Khan inside.
And Khan in it?
Yes, you are to assume correctly, Jay.
So we know the game's
see how
over.
that
Let's
would be
move
a
home.
problem.
I'll tell you what I'll do, just for your purposes, is we will put little Khan riding his Rhino. Because we can do it, because there's not a big hole in the top. There you go. All right, cool.
So I hadn't noticed.
Such
it.
bitches.
And it was- yeah, we are.
I'm such a bitch.
We only do it because we love them, but they won't learn if we don't mock them.
I became a member of his channel last night because my membership had run. I kept getting gifted memberships.
You became a lieutenant.
Correct.
There we go. I don't listen to you, but I listen to Games Workshop.
Right. Shooting. Cool.
Cool.
I'm going to shoot some bolt pistols, I reckon. Your Chimera.
I'll get 2 up save.
Dagger, dagger, dagger. I've hit you 4 of the times. 5s, dagger, dagger, dagger. I don't wound you at all. I wasted everyone's time. Cool. I do have some Storm Bolters from some Terminators that I can shoot at some Sentinels. So let's do that. Because why wouldn't you shoot? So I have 5 Storm Bolters to shoot at your Sentinels. And you're -1 damage, right, with Sentinels against ranged.
Only if I use ablative armour.
Are they not -1 damage
They
all
used
the
to
time?
be -1 damage. I'll double check, because...
Now, Angron's reroll 1s, I think, is just in melee, isn't it? Thank you for the
Armoured
confirmation.
I
Sentinels.
don't know, mate.
No, but being an armoured sentinel,
You get +1 to your save.
I get +1 to my save. And I get the armoured cockpit roll. So I get +1 to my save if you're damage 1. So basically they get armoured track guards inbuilt.
5s. So we have just the 3 actually, and you get +1 on your save because I'm 1 damage.
Choose.
You take a wound. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Sweet.
Down to 6.
So, in traditional World Eaters fashion, that's the end of my turn, Jay.
Yeah.
What's in that chimera over there?
10 guardsmen.
That's a problem for me.
Because they'll mess you up. Big
They
time.
won't, but they'll get out and hold
No,
the
they'll get out and
objective.
they'll mess you up.
Mind you can't get out in engagement range, so if I'm clever with how I charge, we'll be okay. Right, I'm going to charge a Demon Prince into you first.
Prince of Demons.
5 inches, I think it is.
Yeah.
You might have to check it for me, because I measured it, but I
Let's
can't
roll
remember
it.
if it's
It
5.
could be a double 6. Need nothing.
Okay, we're in.
Yeah,
There's
we're
no
in.
way he's not in. So come right to the corner, buy that ruin there for me. Thank you. Berserkers, 1 CP. Whoop, down to 5, because I have an icon in the unit.
Yeah.
Roll 3d6 to scar the lowest.
Joe, can you steal it?
That's 8, they're in.
Can you steal his
I can
CP?
only do it if I spend CP.
No. Inflexible commands when I spend CP. So roll a dice on a 5+, you get a command point.
The 3 dice.
No, one dice. It was a 3d6 charge, Joe. It's 1 dice. You don't get it. You don't get a command point. Cool. Can you please... Right, I'm going to move those berserkers because I don't want you to gain me out of holding that objective.
I'm going to check, because I'm grand strategist. About each time you spend a command point to use a stratagem, roll a dice on a 5+, that command point is refunded.
All right, you didn't get one anyway, though, so it doesn't matter, does it?
So,
Shut your cake off. I'm going to come and move some berserkers. Corn wants it, 8-inch charge. So the big chain glavy dude is going to make sure he gets to the front to hit the tank.
yeah.
What we're going to do is we're going to stack them in such a way. This is where we go. This is where we go gamey, right? And everyone hates us. That you cannot disembark, even with emergency disembarkation, and take the objective off me.
Well, I can, because it's 6 inches.
What emergency disembarkation?
Yeah.
You're in a ruin.
Yeah.
You'll get back here though, but you won't have more within 3 of the objective.
No.
So you can't take the objective off me.
No.
Is the intent.
So
Right.
stay,
Okay, let's be.
or just stay half an
Come a
inch.
little bit further away then, Joe. If we're going to play like that.
I think our chat is definitely loves the competitive game, but they love memeing you for trying to be competitive as well.
Yeah.
Because they've been on about how the World Eater...
I've got all to play for in this one. I'm on 2 wins.
the,
You are actually, aren't you?
for World Eater's army,
More than I got on Sunday.
CP reroll. Good.
use the use a stratagem.
Oh,
Then
one.
they should do shooting in the shooting phase. They should lose 5 victory points because they're not built for guns. We know this to be true.
Okay, cool.
Cool equip.
Got some more charging to do, though, Joe. Don't you worry. Oh, actually, you need to take that wound back off that sentinel.
Why?
Because I couldn't shoot you. I advanced the Terminators to get on
Oh.
the objective. To get on the objective, I had to advance these Terminators like this to get onto this objective.
Yeah.
So because I didn't have enough movement, so I couldn't actually shoot you in the first place.
Oh.
Angrom, Angry Rom. He's in.
Do I spend a CP to Overwatch?
Yes.
7 inches.
What, 3 las cannons?
Can you?
Auto wounding.
I get reroll 1s from Lord Polar Barius. Crush.
No one cares about Eddie.
No.
Is that where he was?
Well, he was, yeah. All the trees are falling inside now. Go on then.
Would you like to interrupt?
You have to swing first.
No.
No. I mean Overwatch. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. I know what I meant. Would you like to Overwatch, Joe?
I don't think it's probably worth it. at this
I don't
point.
think it's
No.
worth it, but
No.
I mean you can.
No.
Because the only thing you can in Overwatch with is heavy bolters into
Or 3 las cannons.
berserkers. Heavy bolters into berserkers isn't a terrible choice, but saying that Demon Prince tagged you first on purpose,
Yeah.
so that's actually probably not worth it. Or 3 last cannons. I mean, you might hit with 1,
Yeah, it's not worth
but
it.
then you auto wound if you do hit.
But then you got 4 up invulnerable.
I do have a 4-up invulnerable. All right, cool. So whilst we're not on top down, I can have my little
Yeah.
watermarked codex out. Right. So I have 8 bound, Joe.
Yes.
I'm also like Joe. I do switch quite quickly.
You're not -1 damage, you said to me.
I'm not, but I could put on ablative plating, which then makes you -1 damage.
So I'm going to spend 2 CP, Brom,
Another 2.
on Red Butchers. Down to 3.
So you're up to 3 damage.
You're down to 2.
Down to 2, you're right, down to 2. So it puts me up to more damage, yes. Okay.
Have it.
Okay. That's all I'm going to do for now. Right. So I'm going to start off with my 8-bound champion, right? So he has 5 attacks base.
Yeah.
Because he's Big Daddy,
Yeah.
right? He also gains another one because he's a World Eater and he charged you.
Yes.
So I'm on 6 attacks, right? I hit you on 3s, but Angron's nearby.
Yeah.
And I gave them all reroll hits, remember?
Yarp.
3s with rerolls. So I hit you all by one of the times, and I'm going to reroll that one to still miss you because I'm a World Eater.
We've
Now,
got weird chicken legs.
with my lacerators, I am strength 6 base.
Nice.
+1 makes me strength 7 with the lacerators. +1 for being a World Eater makes me strength 8.
That'll be 3s then.
So I wound you on 3s. That's a problem. I only wounded you twice, Joe.
Yes.
They are AP -3.
6 up saves.
6 up saves. Pew! And they're flat 4 damage now.
Oh. That leaves me on 3.
Okay. I then have the 8-bound eviscerators. So they are 4 attacks a model, but they gain additional 1 because they've got eviscerators, and they gain additional 1 because they're World Eaters and they're charged. So this is now 12 attacks.
Can a vehicle set to defend in terrain?
I don't
I
think
don't
so.
think it can. I think it's only infantry.
I think it's only infantry. So I hit on 3s with rerolls.
Does anyone actually use those rules?
Yes.
Yeah.
Every competitive player ever, Brom, apart from you.
Yeah, but I'm not a competitive player, so
Yeah,
it still stands.
So I missed you 4 of the times.
We've seen you play.
My dice rollings from this morning's carrying on. I
Yeah.
missed you 4 of the times. However, I am strength 7 on the charge, so I'm still winning you on 3s.
Yeah.
All by 1. These are also AP -3 for 6s.
6s, but your damage.
3 now. So that kills the one.
So that because one's on 3.
That kills the other one.
Yeah.
That kills the other one.
Oh.
Did it explode?
No.
No. That is a blood tithe point. And they're vehicles. So it's actually 2 blood tithe points.
Yeah.
Cool. It's also, Joe, is that max 4 points for Skulls for the Skull Throne already?
Well, it's 3 vehicles, isn't it?
Yeah, so I get 4 victory points for it being 2 vehicles and it caps at 4.
Yeah.
Cool. I killed a unit in range of an objective, however...
For the pile of skulls.
No, so
That's
for
something different.
so no. So Blood for the Blood God is 4 victory points.
Yeah.
The other one, the Blood God's due, it's their vehicle unit, so I don't get the points for them,
Oh, okay.
which is a problem. Now what we're going to do...
I'm going to spend 2 CP.
Hang on a minute. What we're going to do
Rude.
is we're going to come this way. Can I get in range to tag those ones? I don't know if I can. With my pilot and my consolidate, can I tag it so they can't move that way?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Thank you, Joe.
So I'm going to interrupt.
For 2 CP.
For 2
Roll
CP.
2 dice. It does cost you 2 CP.
Boo. Down to 5.
Down to 3.
3, yeah. And I'm going to attack Angron.
Angry Ron.
Angron, 3, 6, 9 attacks.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you on 3s.
Yeah.
We reroll 1s
Yep.
for Lord Polar.
Yep.
That's good, isn't it? That's good, isn't it?
Strength 6.
Yeah.
Toughness 7.
5s.
Yes.
Reroll 1s.
I mean, that went well.
That one very good.
AP minus.
3.
So I'm on my 4 up invans.
Yeah.
Huh. Cool.
2 damage each.
It's carrying on.
Sentinel!
So I take 8 damage or I reroll 1.
I mean, is it worth it?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I thought that was nuts play. I thought you were doing something. So the Titans.
Sentinels with chainswords. Like,
That's nuts.
if anyone doesn't pay the 15 points to give their Sentinels chainswords, they should be committed, quite
Yeah.
frankly, because they're so good
They're
with
really
chainswords, especially considering he put fixed bayonets on them.
Yeah.
Like, if he wasn't fixed bayonets, he'd be hitting on 4s rolling 1s. Not so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
AP2 wouldn't have made a difference because I've got the 4 up invan. But yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
As this is a competitive element, Titans are doing that little add competitive like advice.
Yeah. Like if you
Adrian did one for interrupts. I thought you were doing that. I thought you were going to use some skillful move in to deny him some movement with your blocking. No, none of that.
no.
I just want to punch him.
I'm just going to
with
punch him.
sentinels.
I'm going to do 8. I'm going to do 8 damage to him because if you know you're going to get charged and you can't stop it, and in competitive play, normally your opponent you can't shoot your opponent.
Yeah.
They're too well hidden.
So Angron will pile in.
So I was like, just fix bayonets, get ready for the charge.
Angron is going to use his big swings.
Yeah.
Because it's the funnest.
I'm going to pop smoke in your face. Just, yeah.
Is that CP as well?
No, because it's only against shooting.
Just leave a
Oh.
misty panda eyes.
So I have 13 attacks on the charge.
Yeah.
Yes.
All 1s, please.
I hit you on 2s. And I reroll 1s if I'm in range of myself. Yay! So I miss you once. I've hit you 12 of the times.
Yeah.
I'm strength 15 on the charge. So I'm winning you on 2s.
Yes. You
Cool.
are minus many.
I'm -4 or 5.
I don't get a save.
You don't get a save.
No.
So even if we don't roll them out, 1, 2, 3 die. So at the moment, so let's roll this out. Let's
Well, they're
actually
all dead.
I want to do some maths, Jay. Okay. So, fucking Jesus. So so they were dead without rolling the dice. So we didn't need to do them separately.
Yeah.
So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 3 is 27 damage, plus 6, which is 33 damage, 34, 35 damage, 36 damage, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 damage.
I mean, you'll pick up a Castellan and yeet it across the table, won't you?
That's 43 damage. Do any of them explodes?
Two,
Fuck you, Joe.
two explode.
Do you hurt Lord Polar as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've now lost 10 wounds. That's a problem.
Lord Polar is down to 6. And my Sentinel. Oh, they take 2 mortal wounds as well. I know. They won't take. They'll take 1 mortal wound. But...
Okay, I'll put it on a normal dude.
And then I've lost 2 mortal wounds on my Lehman Russ. Not a Lemon Russ.
A lemon Russ. The lemon of the Russ.
The lemon that cannot be stopped.
Can Angron then pile into said Lehman Russ? They should be able to. He should be within 3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How wide's the Sentinel's base?
Rude.
Not wide enough.
Never
Cool.
asked. It's kind
So, Demon Prince of the Corn. That's more blood tithe points.
Yes.
It's another unit killed. But I've
Yes.
already killed a vehicle, so I only get +1 blood tithe point. Boo. Now, the Demon of the Prince. The Prince of Demons. This is also actually hurting my secondary scoring, killing all this in the first turn.
It was a bold push. I'm not going to lie.
But I got excited about killing stuff. The Demon Prince has 8 attacks, Joe. 2s. Fucking 1s, honestly. Right.
He can't reroll 1 from himself, though, can
No,
he?
he can't because he's not core.
No.
Strength 10s to 3s.
You threw 1 out the thingy. There
So
we go.
all of them, they're -3.
6s.
You can do this, Joe.
There's 3 damage each.
3, 6, 9, 12. Many. Right, they're dead.
I get another blood tithe point.
Does it explode? No.
Oh, Jojo.
4, 4, 4.
There are 10 cheeky peoples inside, none of which die. Right. So,
I blocked you to not get on the objective.
I'm going to do my fancy disembark.
The cost extra CP,
There's 2 CP.
so someone does die because
Is
on
it 2
ones and
CP
2
or 1 CP?
emergency disembarkation.
Yeah,
I think it's
one.
one. But one then dies because he died on 1s and 2s in
That's
emergency
fine, that's
disembarkation. And I made sure
It'll be in this book, won't it?
and I made sure you couldn't get on the objective, Joe. Remember?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, fuck off.
So while you guys are having a nosy at that, I want to thank Christopher and Christopher again
Christopher Robin.
1 CP, Joe.
for
One
his
CP.
stickers. I will give you back a CP, Jojo.
So that's 2, but do I get that back? No.
For the stickers, they are the other way that you can split the channel. They're like postcards, but with heart shapes on.
Hashtag sticker meta.
And then thank you, Tony Whitnick, for the critical hit emoji sticker.
There's 2. There was another objective next to that. That
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Chimera that you forgot about. So we'll just get out over there instead.
That's okay. I'm okay with that.
There's the chat about how angry Ron could be angry Bron.
No, he's useful.
He is actually pretty good, isn't he? Like I know there's been quite a lot of chat, and we've said that maybe a World Eater's army probably doesn't need him, probably shouldn't have him, but to be super effective. But he's not bad, is he?
He is good.
He's
Right.
good.
So Joe and I had this conversation earlier when we were filming for DZ, right? In terms of how he fights, with the very rare exception of a Gaz or an Abaddon who has a damage cap, he is terrifying. His only problem is getting into combat. Now, the way we build our boards at Factorum, we like to give melee armies a chance. So if players are clever with terrain movement, that they can get into combat whilst giving themselves some level of protection. They might have to be clever and set themselves up for a turn 2 or 3 charge instead of a turn 1 charge. But with the big ruins and Angron's footprint and size, you can hide him in turn 1 and not get shot off the table.
He's not quite as wide as Magnus or Morty, which
No.
is lovely.
We also typically we use bases for
I know
people
you should.
because it's just nicer. And it says it in the rules. So yeah, he is pretty, in terms of when he charges things, if you watch the DZ Battle Report on Tuesday, he is terrifying when he gets into combat. And I don't think I've charged anything yet that he just hasn't just picked it up.
Yeah.
Unless I've split my attacks, and even then he's almost picked it all up. Cool. Okay, so that's going to be, I think, the end of my turn. Now I get to activate some berserkers.
Yeah. I would argue that he probably does more damage than Abaddon.
Yeah?
Yeah, in combat.
It's just...
Abaddon normally peaks around 20,
So berserkers,
24, 25 damage.
berserkers now activate. They pile in 3,
Yeah.
they then consolidate 3,
Yeah.
and engage your guardsmen.
Oh. You don't get to fight them, though.
No, I know I don't get to fight them, Joe. I'm not an idiot.
But you want to feel the wrath of guardsmen. Is that what we're saying here?
I'm saying I want to be engaged with guardsmen, so you have to fall back and give them an order to get back in the fight, or stay in combat with berserkers that I get to fight you first. And he should be within 3 of that once he piled in, which he is. So the Demon Prince, who is character protected, also holds the objective.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So that's Bromlom Ding Dong.
Hang on. I get to fight you with guardsmen now.
Really? Are we putting people through this?
Yes.
Why it's competitive, you really should.
So you get 12 attacks if you get everyone. If you pile everyone in, which you won't want to do because you'll pull yourself off the
I'll
objective.
give you 8. There you go.
Just a random 8, okay?
I hit you 3 times. I've wounded you twice.
You have wounded me twice.
gonna die
And the way
now.
I'm rolling dice, I'll lose a berserker here. No, we're good. Okay, good.
Sad times.
Okay.
Good. At the end of turn 1, we thank you, Tony Meldon, for becoming a Skald. Legend. That takes us to 22 new ones.
We need members. I need more members.
Come on, Canada. And we total up your scores.
We do total my score. So, Brom, I'm going to get probably just the 1 bonus point now because you put OBSEC on that objective and I don't. And I couldn't pile in far enough to also have OBSEC on that objective. So I get 1 bonus point.
Yep,
Okay,
1 bonus
for the
point.
mission. I get 4 for blood for skulls for the skull throne.
Blood for the Blood God.
Blood for that's the one, yeah, the first one.
Same,
For Blood
same.
God's Blur, I get nothing yet because the only things I've killed are vehicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 9 last cannons with Angron on the table is a problem.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get rid of them.
It's not now.
In terms of Blood Tithe, so I'm going to spend 2 Blood Tithe on a 5-up against Mortal Wounds because you've got Kazakin on the table.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend another 2 and discard them so I can get 4 victory points on Skull Pile of Skulls. Yes, please.
Yeah.
So I'm back down to 0 Blood Tithe.
Nice.
Takes us to there. We move into round 2 and you both gain a CP.
Woo!
Takes you both onto 3.
3 of the finest command points. Thank you, Bromlum Ding Dong.
I am
Jojo.
on 1. I am on 2. I am on 3. I am on 4. So I
How
get
are you on
12.
4?
1, 2. Oh no.
I contest this one.
3. I'm on 3 and I hold more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Still get 12.
Still get 12, yeah.
Cool.
But you don't hold 4.
Very pedantic about that one.
I'm very, very pedantic about that one, yes.
So that puts us there.
Okay.
And as Jojo starts to shuffle himself around, and then we come back to what he's done.
That's just his
and
normal
how.
moving, that shuffling around.
We want to thank Jacob Ward for the 5 gifted memberships.
Hero.
27. And we're getting on our way up there. If John McCullough turns up, jeez. Someone texting.
No. John gifted 50 yesterday and 50 on Tuesday.
That's
John
stupid.
could just stay at home.
John,
Yeah.
yeah, you need to chill out.
You don't summon John McCardle, he appears.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the guys in chat earlier were saying that you had such a nice beard, Jojo, that they'd like to work out how to summon you.
Don't forget they can heroically intervene.
Oh yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
I'm being honest, Joe. I could 2 CP heroically intervene 6 inches with Terminators.
Yeah.
I can also do it with Bloodbound. But I don't suspect they're still going to be there. I'm just giving you the...
So these are the normal 8-bound, unlike the Exalted that we found that you couldn't do it with.
Yeah, so these are normal
Tuesday.
8 bound. So they lose a point of invulnerable. So they go from a 4-up invulnerable save to a 5+ invulnerable save. They lose the ability to hold you in combat, which didn't really come up anyway. And they lose weapon skill 2+ for weapon skill 3+. And they lose the chain fist as well. But what they gain is core, which is incredible.
Amazing. Yeah.
What they also gain, which I haven't used yet, but I think in competitive play will become super clutch in Arks of Omen, is if you put them in strategic reserve, they can count the battle round as 1 higher when they come in from reserve. So what that means is, from battle round 2, you can count it as battle round 3 and come in more useful positions. And bearing in mind they have a 9-inch move as well, I think they're very good still. This is obscuring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
So yeah, he's gonna get 4 rerolls to hit because he can still shoot whilst he's in combat, can't he?
He can, yeah, but the
If he
turret
falls back, because it's the commissar that allows you to fall back and shoot, isn't it?
but it's infantry units.
Yeah, I'm tempted to give.
His turret weapon has to shoot out of combat though.
Well, okay, the Vanquisher's going to get the reroll all hits, and he's going to pull out of combat and drive to. Like,
So you want to vanquish your anger off the table?
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's the wise choice. I mean, the Plasmacutioner. If the Plasmacutioner stays in combat with Angron, he's just getting tossed off the board, and he's not killing him in combat. So I think that's the wisest choice, mate. 100%.
He moves 10, doesn't he, on his horse?
On his horse?
His horse. He needs to go there.
Yeah, I think it's 10. Not saying that he couldn't do it in combat either, to be fair. He's actually pretty tasty, as we learned. You're Kazakin just jumping over a command squad there.
Well, no, I'm going to move the command squad now. I was just thinking about. I should probably use the rules.
I thought you were doing Brom's moving then.
Hey, Brom's got a great way of moving.
How many of them can you get to see him?
Thank you, George Vincent, for the gifted membership. Legend.
Most of them can see him, I think.
Yeah.
Anyone that was a great name received a membership tonight. Make sure that you do ! Discord in chat, and then it will give you a link. You can come and join us. Link your YouTube channel to the Discord, and then you can get in and you can do all the chatting. As Dave B has been shouting about, because he's talking about legendary mods. There is some chats on over the weekend, 8 PM UK time. There's regulars in there doing all sorts of things.
I know the bounce is 6.
They're regular in there chatting away.
I'm pretty sure the bounce is always 6.
Discussing all sorts of 40k nonsense and life, because they are just a community.
The bounce is always 6, and you can't issue the same order from the same officer more than once.
Yeah.
Where's the codex, Joe? Have you got it to hand?
Also, now we're getting onto it. There is just over half have hit like. I say that.
Half of how many?
Half of 400.
Jesus, fuck, lazy bastards.
Not lazy.
The reroll
That's
ones
amazing.
The reroll
You
ones
absolute legends for joining us.
for the tanks.
6-inch bounce.
So she'll do reroll ones to hit there, and then that'll go on to him there, the bounce.
She can give them to vehicles.
She's my Castellan, so she's got the vehicle. She's got the superior.
Oh, the warlord trait. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, sweet.
Like so.
And then thank you, the Hive 3D, for joining us at Scald.
Legend.
Absolute legend. So that's 29. Nearly 30, nearly 70.
Legends. I love members.
We
in and around my face.
We do normally have the lists. The lists are normally in the description below, but where Liam's child is.
No. Let's be clear. The reason why we don't have lists when we have new codexes is because Battlescribe isn't updated on
there
Daisy.
is that as well, yeah. So there isn't this today, but what you can do is go back to the start, and we go through the list at the very start. Basically, Angron, the only person that can be the warlord, has a warlord trait, and that's all he can give out in the specialness. Who's got the relic?
Demon Prince, -1 wound.
There we go, and everything else is about the units are on the table. This is one of the new codexes, as Liam's talked about in other streams. This could be hints at like the 10th edition.
Yeah.
If it was, what do you think? Do you think it's a good way of going, or would you prefer to keep the 8 pages of rules and 12 pages of strats and?
If we assume this is a 10th edition peak, like I said last night on stream, I'm really positive about it. The only thing that panics me is this isn't a 10th edition peak, and then every other codex is still going to get loads and loads of rules, and I'm like, well, what did I get?
This is what the new supplement gets.
yeah. But I think it is a peak. I personally believe it is a peak. It's my honest belief.
You went to spiky bits last night, didn't you?
I made that mistake and then went straight off that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
On the Spiky Big's website.
So John McArdle super chatted and said, what do you think about the rumours for 10th edition? And I just searched 10th edition rumours on Google on stream, hit the first website, realised it was Spiky Bits, and I realised that because it loaded up and there were 7,433 adverts on the page immediately.
It's like the over 18 section of like 4chan.
And then all Spiky Bits does is go, hey, loads of other people talk about rumours, come and check them out here.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take your ad revenue first. So then I actually went, I did
I'll
something.
share pictures of your stuff and not ask for permission.
I then went into the deep, dark, horrible, disgusting hole of the 40k subreddit.
Yeah.
I know.
And
but I found the leaks. Not the leaks, the rumours.
And then zoom.
I'm okay with them because they're rumours, not leaks.
So these the dangle one, not the
Partly dangle ones, yes.
yeah, which is a weird U-turn on the
Bangles, yeah.
I reckon it's like a weird, like it's like fake propaganda by Games Workshop.
No,
to get people off the scent.
I believe if they're going to bring another model back in, another big character back in 10th edition, I believe if forgetting anything we've heard before, it would be the lion.
Yeah.
I don't want them to bring back. I want them. So what I want them to do is like Marvel Avengers style, right? It's Gilliman on his own, standing in front of all the baddies as the baddies get more and more and more numerous.
Until the end, and then all of his brothers step through a portal.
So what I want is I want it to be Fulgrim next, and then Paterabo, and then Lorgar, and then obviously the Imperials get more and more and more and more and more fucked, and he's just like, no, Captain America style.
Yeah.
And then
I knew it was going to be Captain America, the shittest superhero.
I love him.
no, right,
He's amazing.
right.
I've got a shield.
And he can lift the hammer.
Captain America, Winter Soldier, is the best Marvel film ever made, and I'll die on that hill.
It's definitely not Wakanda Forever.
He has a shield and he dresses in red, white, and blue, Joe.
Right. He has not skipped leg day. Right, he is all legs in that film.
Okay, so we're going to bring it back onto topic, and thank you, Grizzly Baron, for the 5 gifted memberships. You absolute legend. And if I keep going along the membership train, thank you, Tim Chaser, for the 10 gifted memberships. We're now at 44.
Shut up, Brom!
Jeez.
Don't tell them. Let them use their maths.
They
We're
do.
educational as well as entertaining.
Add up all your toes and you'll get there.
But they have to do maths to work out the members, and we're educational, Joe.
All right.
Carry on.
Right. So,
Joe, what have you done?
I'm going to start off with the important part. We've basically backed away, spread out a bit. Yeah. We were like, he's gone a lot more aggressive than we were expecting. We now need to deal with this. So, we kind of backed away. We made sure that we were still within range of officers for the secondaries and stuff and jazz. Lord Polar made the Vanquisher re-roll all hits because he was the only vehicle that could get it. And then he did take aim onto the Karsakin, which then went on to someone else, I imagine. And then... right?
It did, we just didn't hear
And then
it.
the Castellan gave the Punisher re-roll 1s to hit, which then bounced over to the Plasmacutioner.
Yeah.
And then she put take aim on the unit of Kasrakin, which then bounced onto these boys.
They were within 6 of them, were they?
Yes, at the time.
Good.
Ish.
Good. I know what you're like. Yeah.
It's a bomb.
I know what you're like. Anything you two can do to win, it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Play the game your way.
In fact, Chris and Pat, anything you 4 can do to win is unbelievable.
I'm not as bad as Chris.
I'm joking.
We're like, Chris, this game is for fun. He's like, oh, we'll destroy you.
I'm joking, yeah.
We'll cry.
Same with Paddy. This game is for fun, Paddy. I've just done 73 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
Brilliant, okay,
It's a
thanks.
fun game, Paddy. What have you bought?
Yeah.
18 flamers. I've somehow figured out how my Zinch sorcerers can now cast all demon powers from one character.
Love it. Carry on, sir.
Yeah.
Carry on, good sir.
So I'm going to shoot.
Did they get back in the fight over there? They just move out of the way?
No, they just ran away.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Brave Sir Robin.
In the all likelihood of the fact that
Get back in the fight is commissar based though, right?
Yeah.
Cool, okay,
So,
sweet.
so the big boy can do it, but it has to be in the command phase. Now too far away in the command phase for him to put it onto them because he doesn't have a Vox
Scene.
caster.
Okay, scene.
Right. So I'm going to fire a Vanquisher at Angron. Okay.
Okay. 1.
I've hit you.
You have.
I wound you on 2s. I've wounded you. I've done
-4?
5,
-5, cool, I guess.
and I ignore invulnerable saves.
You do.
Yeah, so it's 6 plus D3.
Damage, yep. So I get 7 wounds. I've got
7.
1 left. D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds. Oh, for God's sake. This happened earlier, by the way. All my psychic powers, 1 mortal wound every time.
And I was getting 5 up for no pains.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Oh, I thought you were going to get that.
Thank you for my 2 blood type points.
That's fine. I'm generous like that. And just like Kenny, he floats off into heaven.
I'm going to stick him over here just over your shoulders.
Yeah.
Don't put his assassinate points on just yet, Brom.
Okay.
Take the wound thing away.
Well, he could
Amateur hour.
And this is, to be clear though, this is part of my problem with Angron. He's fallen down to melee attacks from sentinels
Yeah, but we know they're good,
Hero Sentinels.
and then a Vanquisher.
which you should do.
He did kill those Sentinels.
A Demon Primarch at 360 points shouldn't fall over to a 160 point tank that quickly.
But the Vanquisher should have like a Vanquisher length of turret attacks.
The Punisher is going to shoot your Exalted.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to shoot you.
Yeah, 3s?
3s. Reroll them 1s, of which there are many, apparently.
I'm going to pull the 3s out for you, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits out of 20. That wasn't good, Joe.
But there were 3 auto wounds in there.
I've got 4.
4.
Did I roll one over? I think there was 4.
I don't know.
I'm sure there was 4.
So those.
Strength is
6.
toughness is 5.
3. So it's 9.
Minus.
1.
So 4 up saves. I won't count them as being in cover because I won't count the count. We're not counting the rubber as cover, right?
No.
No. So 4. 4.
Decorative.
So 1 dies. 1 takes 2 wounds, and 1 had already lost a wound from explosion, so 2 are dead.
2 are dead. And then a heavy bolter.
Dagger, 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 dagger.
Chug, chug.
Oh, reroll them ones. Nice cheeky little auto wound in there.
I know.
4s.
No wound. No wound. Just-
Minus 1.
Yeah.
So 4 ups. Fail. 2 damage. You've got 1 left.
What's the range on old Polar McBarius' pistol?
12.
Oh.
I have to check it, but I think
I'm
it's
going
12.
to check. It's 12. Pistol 2, strength 8, minus 3, flat 3. I think I'm probably out of range there, but we will check.
You were in range for your orders earlier.
I mean,
You are.
hang on.
You are. No, you are in range.
Joe, I'm not
Joe,
doing
don't
a-
be that fussy. Just say yes.
I'm not doing a bron measurement.
Just say yes.
usually.
Just say
He's
yes.
well in range.
If you feel like you have to go over and check it, let's just say yes.
Here's an auto.
Why did you
Strength
roll
8,
so
toughness 5, doesn't mean.
yes. Sorry, I was just trying to figure out how numbers worked in my
Dead.
head.
That is a blood tithe.
Yeah.
Pew!
With his laser pistol.
To be fair, he should because he's McBarius.
Unfortunately, I don't think they were in range of an objective. Well, one of them was in the range of an objective at the back.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll say yes.
Gives me a victory point.
It does give you a victory point. And then
And then...
the Kasserkin. Those Terminators are quite well hidden at the moment.
Yeah, I think the Kassakin were lined up for Angron, weren't they?
Yeah.
If I'm honest with you, I would have Kassakined Angron, and I would have vanquished somewhere else.
Well, we're going to shoot them because then that stops your heroic intervention of 6 inches. 'cause
Well, it does, but you're not... How many are in range?
all of them.
But only single shot.
Meh. It's all right.
Just
How many can actually see as well?
So 2 can't see. There's the hotshot volley gun at the back. So I'll do the 2 hotshot volley guns, which are hitting on. Do I do the mortal wounds? At that range, it's probably a bit pointless, isn't it? So we'll do hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So they all hit, and then wounding on 4s because strength 4. 2 at minus 3.
Minus 2 can in cover.
Yeah.
5 ups. Cool, 1 takes a wound.
And then I said 2 weren't in range, so it's 6.
Yeah, I think you were glad you didn't do the mortal wounds strat. Although if you'd have put the 5 ups on as well, you might have done some mortal wounds here.
5s.
Yeah, you'd have done maybe 4. Yeah, actually, you probably would have done max mortal wounds then.
Yeah.
So 5 ups. So 1 dies, 1 takes a wound. So I'm going to Blood Surge.
Blood.
And I'm going to move D6 inches for a total of 6. I'm going to engage those guardsmen.
Oh.
because now you can't shoot.
You're going to get down on one knee.
I'm going to go in front and Blood Surge into those guardsmen for me. Thank you kindly, sir. Thank you kindly, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay.
You may have him.
Thank you, sir.
And then the Plasmacutioner was kind of lined up in the position to shoot Angry Ron.
I had a 6-inch Blood Surge there.
Yeah.
So Blood Surge this way, like this. I don't think I'm going to...
The Terminator.
I need to read the rule for Blood Surge. I need to read the rule
Towards
for
the
Blood
nearest.
Surge, Joe. Because if I have to end in engagement range, or something akin to that, which I think I do on a model per model basis, it doesn't matter what I'm about to try and do and be gamey.
It just said move nearer, didn't it? You had to move.
No,
nearer.
no, no. It's very specific about what you have to do with them, so you can't just use them for like crazy movement shenanigans. Each time an enemy is such a sheep, if any of those attacks target this unit after the enemy's attacks have been resolved, if any models from this unit are destroyed from those attacks, this unit can make a Blood Surge move. If it does so, any actions used from them fail, which I wasn't doing. Then roll a d6. Each model in this unit can be moved the distance in inches up to the result, but must move this finish as close as possible to the... So yeah, okay. So I have to finish as close as possible, so they will all be in engagement range immediately, because I have to finish as close as possible. So I can't... So that's fine. So I can't go 6 inches, but I'm swinging onto an objective as well, so then I'm in range of an objective. So if I kill you and then you shoot me, for example, I then get an extra victory point because I'm on an objective and I die. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Cool. Okay.
Could you, so just to extend that question a little bit, can you move 6 inches around him to be closer to a model, or is it directly?
Yeah.
nearest?
So I can move round him with my full 6 inches, but I have to end as close as possible to that enemy unit. So what I can't do is swing 2 round, for example, and then swing 2 out and tail back to a character or an objective or anything like that. So it's important that we do, because players will try and gain movement, because movement's the most powerful thing in 40k.
Is it model by model though? So because you've left one behind.
No, because if I make a blood surge, every model has to move as close as possible to the enemy unit. So for all intents and purposes, they all end up in engagement range of these, because I have to move as close as possible if I blood surge.
Do you count as charging though?
No, but it's your turn, so I fight first.
Yeah, if you don't get your +1.
I don't get +1 strength for an attack. No.
Okay.
Which we found out earlier. They're not as good. They're still good.
I think I would have rather got rid of smokescreen and kept 2 CP veterans of the long war for +1 a wound. Then this army sings.
That's probably why that didn't happen.
Well, I still don't think it's unstoppable, as we see how quickly they die. Joe, I think you're done.
I am done. I'm not going to charge. So,
Really?
Really?
Sentinels?
Okay. So I get to fight with some berserkers.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a CP. Do I get it back?
What for, mate?
No.
What's this for?
Carrier stands.
What's that? Transhuman?
Transhuman. How many attacks do you get?
This many.
How many is that many?
It's more than 1.
But less than 3.
Okay, right.
I just need 1 to survive.
So if you're Cadia Stanzing, what's your armour?
5 up.
So I might as well roll everything together.
Yeah.
Because everything's now wounding on 4s, because Cadia stands.
Yeah.
Right? And my AP -4 and AP -2 all ignore your armour. And 1 damage and 2 damage doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll it all together, yeah? You happy?
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to make sure you're okay with it. Right. So we're going to hit you on Twaz.
Don't just start knocking them over.
Just doing what you do.
He's just like that.
Right, cool. So that is some hits. I missed you with 5 of them, and I had 12, 16, 17 attacks. So
I need a whiffer from you, please.
4s. I mean, it's not a whiffer, Joe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 die. But you've got morale.
And you still got 1?
4. No, there's 9 there.
There was no, because you killed 1.
1 died on emergency disembarkation.
Yeah.
So, a blood tithe point.
I mean, if you had...
Hello!
Basically, I just needed him to have...
And, more importantly, you killed something that was a troop.
Doesn't matter, it wasn't in range of an objective.
Oh, Joe.
Does give me, at the moment, for this battle round, which is battle round 2, a single victory point on Blood for the Blood God.
Yeah. But I just wanted 1 to survive, because that means you couldn't charge off.
Which now I can.
But now he can. It was worth the 1 CP spend.
Were you expecting to kill more with your Kazakim?
I would have liked to have killed more than 1. But
Yeah, okay.
I probably should. But I think it's a huge CP investment, isn't it?
It is for when you're at not a rapid fire range. 100%. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. End of your turn, Jay.
End of my turn.
So everything infantry is within range of an officer.
Yes.
That's 2 victory points on Inflexible Command. Everything vehicles in range of an officer.
Yes.
So Inflexible Command continues
Yeah.
for 3 victory points. Did anything that was under an order kill a model?
Kill a model.
A unit?
A unit.
Yes. Your Vanquisher
Killed Angron.
Yes.
was under reroll. Oh, that wasn't an order reroll hit rolls.
No, but the Punisher, who was under reroll 1s to hit, killed the
Exalted 8 bound.
Exalted Outbound. So yes.
Yeah, he did kill it. He did do all the damage, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you get another 2
killed the
victory
last
points.
one, yeah.
So you get 5 on Inflexible Command.
Yeah.
Did he kill the last one?
I think so.
No, because Muckbarius killed the last
No,
one.
but Barrius killed the last one with his pistols,
Fuck's sake.
and he wasn't under an order. You are actually right. Sorry, Joey. Sorry. So
Yeah.
you don't get the extra 2. So just 3 on Inflexible Command. It's okay if you do 3 every turn. You still get your max 15.
I know, but I wanted the 5.
What,
Yes,
what
cool.
quarters
Fine.
are you in? Joe, are you in 3?
I am in.
It's wholly within this quarter. Wholly within this quarter.
And then
Not wholly within this quarter.
no, that
So no points on engaging all
No,
fronts.
but I did get 2 objectives for the
Order.
Order.
For bonus points.
Yeah.
2 bonus pointios.
And we don't count assassinate for Angron at the moment because I could bring him back in the future.
Could we put it on and then take it off again? Because it's funny, because then he's got the points and then he's not.
I mean, you can. You
Is
can
that
give him
technically
4 victory points because he's a warlord, so it counts as an extra victory point. You can put them on for now. I might decide to bring him back and he might take him back off of him.
That's fine. Sounds
Lol.
funny.
Fun.
Okay. Okay. Importantly, in my turn, I hold just 3 objectives, Brom. I don't hold more than Joe, so I only get 8 on the primary. But that's okay, because corn.
Corn.
That's how I'm going to justify it. Because corn.
Because cornflakes.
Okay, right.
Okay,
Right.
so while you're shuffling around, thank you Nordic Gaming for the 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you.
Again,
beautiful beast.
as well as we welcome Michael Morris, who became a member all on his own.
What a legend.
Sarah level.
That's my favourite kind of members.
We're both getting a CP.
We do
Yep.
both get a CP,
You
so I
are
should go up
already
to...
added.
I'm up
I
to
should go up to
3.
4,
You
which is
are.
pretty tasty.
Jojo on 3. I thought Jojo was burning through them really rapidly, but you dialed it back and you're keeping them now. Isn't it? It's quite good. It's quite good. So the assassinating points that you would lose or not gain for killing Angron if he comes back alive, that was FAQ'd, or is that just a full-blown rule in the? Was it in the rules specifically?
The blood tithe points.
No, not the blood tithe points. The Angron dies for assassinate and then comes back. He doesn't count.
Place a destroyed Angron model from your army into blasphemous reserves with 8 wounds remaining. That model is no longer considered to be destroyed.
There we go.
And can be, there is.
But is that in the so in other models like Gilliman has that same strat, doesn't it? And that was FAQ'd,
I have no idea.
I think.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I don't know.
It depends if you bring back the exact character, typically, / model, or if you're bringing like resurrecting a new one. But yeah, this one has been FAQ'd.
Excuse me, Joe. Can you just step to the corner? And Brum, can you move the top down for me, pretty please?
I can. See, I do it with special sound effects.
Have you gone? You have gone. Stop now. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so we've had quite a large, swift movements on the chat tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you, chatting away quite quick.
Piled
Celestine
in.
apparently also has it. I don't think they get the multiple assassinating points. I don't think you get them twice. I don't think you can only get it once. Someone out there in the world, Wee Man probably, because he likes to check rules and correct us. Triple check. Let us know if you read it wrong. Although we may also just ignore you because sometimes the internet's not right. Like it might tell us about stuff that's in a book that we've got that you don't have.
Silly internet.
Silly internet.
Silly internet. Silly sausages. Can I please have some berserkers?
You may. You can have fresh ones, not the ones that have died.
I mean, I don't really care.
Well.
So these are going to go on this objective, but they're all towing cover.
Yeah?
That's right, we're playing full competitive now, Brom.
Oh.
He's got his toe on the cover.
Part of me is a little sad that you did. You using the rhino to go around and take it as well? Or is he just...
Oh, they're all towing cover, right? The rhino
Come round.
is going to come around this way.
Body block.
Okay.
Body popping.
Lord Invo is there for now.
Yeah.
And then the Terminators, because Lord Invo there, they get to move further.
Yeah.
Yes.
7. Because they move 5 normally, Chaos Terminators, don't they, Jay?
Yeah.
Because they're not red butchers. You know what? I'm going to fuck Eddie off because he's annoying. And that can be true in many ways.
I feel like I think
Checking tonight.
I think competitively you just sack Angron off. He just dies.
I'm so unsure
I think
about
if
him.
you drop him, you can immediately get in another Juggalo. And
What's in this?
What, a flying McJuggalo?
not a flying Juggalo, just a normal.
What's in
Juggalo.
this?
Okay.
10 guardsmen.
So it has got people in it.
It has, yeah.
That's a problem.
you've watched a great Netflix cartoon called Deep State, you will know that juggalos are one of the major powers within the world.
Juggalos.
Yeah.
Yeah. JJ, well, he's just shuffling some bits around.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Every day is shuffling. If you were starting the game now, what would you need to start? Because we've got some newbies in chat, some returners.
Start what?
So starting 40k now, if you
A sense of humour.
Yeah.
Other than a sense of humour and obviously a narrative.
Hygiene.
Hygiene would be a thing as well. That's always loved by everyone, including your opponents mostly.
Yeah.
What books would you want to have? How much of an army do you need? I'll put you on the
Well,
spot.
it depends. Like, you can just buy the what's the top
minimum?
level of the the starter box set.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just get that. What's it? It's the elite version or something it's called, or the commander version, where it just gives you 2 little forces and the rules for those units to learn just how to play the game. Like, just learn to play the game, shuffle some models around, get an idea of how things work, and then pick an army, and then get. They're not start collected boxes anymore, are they? They're combat patrols. Yeah, and then work on that. Like, I always think for a lot of people, if you're starting the hobby, a lot of people tend to go a little bit mad
With the models.
They're like, I really like this army range, and then they buy 2,000 points because their mates are like, get 2,000 points, get it built, get it painted. And they spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds on an army, put it on a table, play with it, and they're like, oh, I don't really like this army. I don't like its play style. I want to do another one, but now I can't afford to buy the army I want because
you spent the whole
I
bank
spent
already.
all my money on an army.
All joking aside, because we're doing it, before I got back into really playing properly, and even before I got into YouTube, I watched a ton of YouTube to say what army do I like, how do I like, what excites me when I'm watching it, you know, apart from seeing you. Like, I found YouTube really useful. Like, I'm thinking about playing demons, for example. Let's go find some demons battle reports, and then I'm like, oh, that looks really boring play style. And sometimes it can look boring even if you can find a way of making it interesting. But just do loads of research as well.
And then, like, think about if you want to start an army. Think about what you want to do. Do you want to shoot an army? Do you want a close combat army? Do you want an army that does a bit of everything? Or the other option is just cruise the Games Workshop website to find a faction where you have either your favourite model in it, or it has the largest selection of models you like, and then go down that route. Just get the models you like to start off with, okay? And then go from there.
Right, Joe, I've moved. I'm going aggressive. Very
I've
aggressive.
noticed.
Which actually, for my Blood for the Blood God and my Blood God's due, is not necessarily the best choice. But I feel like I need to, because if I give you too much shooting, then it's going to swing too hard the other way. So, we've been super aggressive.
It's only 9:15, right?
No, I know. But I need to go pick up the kids from the hospital, don't I? So, these berserkers got out of this objective, this rhino here, and touched that terrain, giving me +1 to my saving throw, and then on the objective. This rhino then drove around here onto that terrain. Lord of the Carts came here first. That meant that my Terminator's got a 7-inch move, which means that they are now 2 inches away, well, less than an inch away from, just over an inch away from the Sentinels. My berserkers, after they'd consolidated their 3 inches, they're still within 6 inches. They then got a 8-inch move, called Wants It, putting me just over an inch away from your Kazakin. The Demon Prince is just over an inch away from your tank. And then out here, 7 berserkers disembarked, both just over an inch away from the Kazakin and the Sentinels, but also in range of the objective marker.
Makes sense.
And Khan, the Betrayer, he's in the ruins, but just over an inch away from the Sentinels.
Just lurking.
So he can charge and not be overwatched.
I like it.
This rhino then went zoom, 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 zoom round here to compete with this particular objective, which means, all being well, in your command phase, you'll just score your home objective.
That's just unnecessarily rude.
My Contemptor, my hell...
We need to get the Hellbrute models.
My Contempt Brute, right, he's doing an action.
If anyone on Internet Land has the World Eaters Forge World Dreadnoughts.
You can't buy them anymore, can you?
Yeah, but they're out there, lurking.
If you can't buy them anymore, it's one of the very rare occasions where I'm okay with them potentially not being legit.
I did find a guy on Facebook the other day.
How many guys?
No one. Go and find him until after the end of the month.
Don't say anything then. Yeah. Don't go any further, Joe, because you know what will happen. Because we've got people like Ginger Steve in chat, that when Varak said he wanted all the Praetorians, Ginger Steve literally went to eBay and bought all the Praetorians.
I know. There's a guy...
and then mocked him.
Anyway, so there's this guy...
There's one guy.
There's this guy on Facebook that's lurking in his listing. I hope he's not watching.
Because he's going to put the
Very-
price
Don't
up.
say any more, Joe.
He's got very cheap Cow Space Marine.
Joe, what are you doing?
It's got some stuff.
Basically, what Joe's saying, if you're in the UK, you go to Facebook Marketplace, you can find a very cheap Chaos Space Marine army that's got lots of money's worth of models in it, and you can just buy it. And then Joe's just done himself out of a sale because he thought he'd talk about it to 400 people.
Send it to me.
406, mate.
406 people.
Of which
How many
50
likes?
of them are our members. 277.
Lazy
Only
fuckers.
50 of them are our members.
Joe, I'm going to
No,
shoot some
50
storm
new
bolters.
Oh, yeah?
Hang on.
From what?
I mean, I could just obliterate Kazakin here.
That sounds like a good life choice.
So I'm going to do 4 of the storm bolters into Kazakin, and then one of them's going to hit into Sentinel, because it's all I can shoot at, right? And they didn't advance this time. So Kazakin, 3s. I roll like old people fuck today.
Wow.
And then I'm strength 4, and you're toughness human.
3.
So
Oh, it's
bolters of the storm, so that is some. And you have 4 ups
4s.
because you're a Kazarkan. So 2 die, okay? The other 4 into Das Sentinel.
Joe, by the way, your army's been bought, by the way.
Huh?
That's what chat's saying. Chat have gone out and bought your army already.
Do they know where? They don't even know what it is. They don't even know what's in it. But I saw, and I was like, ooh, I need
My 6 berserkers with pistols, because one's got the 2-handed weapon, into your Kazakin. Three wounds.
I heard a door.
Either Luce is home with the kids from the hospital, or I'm being burgled.
Or the dog's having a party.
2 more die, Jay. Cool, okay, right. Okay. So, and then I have some storm bolters here. Realistically, Can I see you?
Can you?
I can see you. Not in rapid fire range. Combi bolters. Oh, that was poo. Combi bolters. 1 wound on your Kazakin. Oh, in the box is better. He dies.
That's what she said.
Okay, cool. Right, good. This is a good start.
Yeah?
Much Kazakin dead. Over there, I've got another 3 bolt pistols into your Kazakin.
Oh.
Pew. The one's right in front of me this time, obviously. But then, pew. 2 wounds.
4s.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
So how do you like them apples?
I love them.
Right, we're into the charge phase.
Charge what Charlie says.
Right, okay. So, I'm going to start with...
What?
Khan's going to charge the Sentinels, because I can't fail, and you can't overwatch me.
You
Yeet.
can't fail.
Can't
He did roll
fail.
a dice tray, doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
Well, I can't fail, Joe, and I don't want to go anywhere but just here.
He rolled a double 6.
That's better than I rolled. I'll take it. Okay,
But it
right.
counts because it's in the
I'm
dice
not
tray.
rolling for you again.
Berserkers are going to charge this unit of Kazakin.
Okay.
They're in.
They are in.
They have how many inches, Joe?
10.
So I'm going to get close enough to you to fight with everybody, but not so close that you can heroically intervene. Okay.
Yarp.
Right, cool. Then, Terminators will charge Sentinels.
They're in.
6 inches.
Nice.
All those extra movements.
We're going to go here and not base you, okay? Movement shenanigans. I learnt my movement trade with World Eaters, as Bron
Yeah.
will attest to.
Yeah, he's such an ass. I mean, he was a great player that uses the rules to the correct advantages. They are some full shenanigans. Because he needed it.
Shenanigans. You're trying to figure out how to not eat Overwatch, aren't you?
On the days that Liam's messed it up, I've just shot him to death. But
So what I should have done is I
doesn't
should have come
mess up
here.
that much.
I would have eaten less Overwatch.
Yeah.
But I can't come there. So, how is the crushed finger of...
Does he have less fingers or more fingers?
They
now?
just cut it off?
He refused the laughing gas.
Oh.
And me and James were like, take the laughing gas. None of us have tried it. But we need to go back for x-rays in the morning.
They're not doing
I'm
it.
getting my haircut in the morning.
What time's that?
It's on the family calendar.
Okay, don't talk to me like shit, please. I've had an afternoon.
We just have to look in the calendar.
It's just me. we can fix it out.
Right, the Demon Prince will charge the Lehman Russ. He's in. Not overwatching Lehman Russ?
No,
Okay.
no.
He'll move 6 inches round the back, as far as I can, and not quite touch you.
And
Not quite touch
touch
you.
me. I
Yeah.
see. Because you don't want to base me for some reason.
It's movement shenanigans. Then he can get round behind you.
What do I do with berserkers, Joe?
Charge Kasrakin, obviously.
I'm going to spend 1 CP.
Yeah.
I'm going to charge with my icon the command squad here.
You're going to charge the command squad.
Yeah, it's a 7-inch charge.
Okay.
So I'm in.
You're in.
Because I come through the ruins like this. Okay?
Okay.
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 Gamey dickhead. That's right. I called it of myself. Right, cool. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
So, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. You can't heroic intervene anywhere.
No.
And I can't see anywhere really that you're going to want to interrupt, with the exception perhaps of Sentinels. So I'm going to start with Khan the Betrayer.
Makes sense.
He has 9 attacks base,
Europe.
+1 for charging.
Nice.
10 attacks. Coming at you.
Like Cleopatra.
Like Cleopatra, Joe. Right, I'm going to hit you on 2s, because I'm Khan the Betrayer. Oh my god, it's a great start, Joe. So we've hit you some of the times. I am strength 7. I'm strength 6 actually, but I'm strength 7 base.
Yeah.
Strength 6 base +1 with World Eaters.
Yeah.
So we're on 3. Cool. This is Gore. This is Gore Child.
It's -4.
-4, flat 3 damage.
So, 1's dead, 2 are dead.
Yes. Do they explode?
2 explosions. We will explode. These ones here.
Okay. You won't.
Neither explode. Sad times. Release him. There we go.
Would you like to interrupt anyway, Jay?
I mean, I could interrupt with 4 Kasrakin, I suppose. The command squad. I've got a power sword. Might be able to kill 1. Which is 5 less attacks. 6 less attacks.
Math with Joe.
How much CP have I got? 3. Because if I can kill 1, that's much less damage. Isn't it, really? And I got 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Yeah. I mean, could give it a whirl, couldn't we? I suppose. No, I can't bother.
I was waiting to spend 1 CP to fight on death as well, and you were like, shit. That means if he does die, you still get all your attacks.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Right, okay, so in that case, we're going to pile some Terminators in this way. Like this, and this.
Taking some liberties there
And
on
this?
3-inch movement.
Right?
Brom.
And then shut up. And then we're going to hit you with Terminators with my accursed weapons.
Joe, they can't see the big terrains in the way, so you just get away with it.
Yes. So I have a champion. That's their base attacks. I
Yeah.
get +1 for being World Eaters. I get +1 for having accursed weapons.
By the way, people, World Eaters Terminators, being a points less than normal Chaos Terminators, just get an extra attack base for free.
It's almost like they're previewing 10th edition.
Why don't my Chaos Terminators get +1 attack?
Bonk!
So we're looking through the window, Joe. Looking through the window. You may or may not get that if it happens to be the window that is the right window.
I don't know what he's saying.
I don't know what he's talking about. It's good drugs. And you are strength 6.
I'm strength 6. Strength 5 base, +1 for strength.
4s.
Or maybe strength 7.
No, you're strength 4 base +1 strength 4.
Am I strength
the
4 base
accursed
as
weapon.
a World Eaters Terminator?
Yeah, you're not strength 5.
Well, you don't know. My Berserkers are strength 5.
If they're strength 5, then I'll be having.
Strength 6? No, they're not.
I'll have a strongly worded email.
So I am
from you.
strength 6,
Yeah.
because I'm +1 strength for my cursed weapon, +1 strength for being a World Eater and charging. So that was, in fact, what we like to call terrible.
Get to reroll 1s because of Khan.
I do get to real ones because of
Ultimate Carnage.
Ultimate Carnage. So 5 so far, 3 more, which 2 convert. So there's enough to kill you if you fail all of your saves. I'm -3, but I am 1 damage. But your extra damage is only against range attacks, isn't it? Your armored sentinelness.
Is it though?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Armored Sentinels, each time a ranged attack.
Yeah. So you're 6 up saves.
6!
So you live with 2 wounds remaining.
I do.
Cool.
I meant to do that.
I'm kind of glad. Because it's 2 extra points for the next battle round of killing things.
I'll put it on his little hat.
Cool. Okay. Now, right. Berserkers will attack Karsakin.
I'll take him off.
I was going to say.
Do you want to pile them in 3 and then...
I don't have any intent to pile them in at all right now, no.
So you're not piling in. Oh.
We don't really need to. Oh, actually...
Because obviously you want to pile in and then consolidate.
I'll pile in around this way. Like this, right? That. With you, okay. And then I would move a couple more to keep them in coherency, right? Then you would Uber them. Call an Uber. Pick them up. And then I'll pile into the tank. Boop. And tag the tank. Boop, boop. Boop. Boop is the noise you make when you tag a tank, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Where's the base of the objective there? Cool. Okay, cool. Keeping in range of the objective.
Oh, because Khan's on it, isn't he?
Khan's on it, but I also want the infantry unit on it and in range of it. So if you kill the infantry unit, I get a victory point. Okay? Right, now, these 4 berserkers will attack your command squad. Now, we will roll this out.
I'm going to spend a CP
Yeah.
for Cadia stands.
Cadia stands.
Do I get it back?
You mean Cadia stands, right?
I do. I do get it back, Brom.
Oh, yeah.
It's free.
Right. So, I have a guy with a big chain axe thing. He gets an extra attack because I charged. And then I have a champion, a normal guy, and a normal guy, right?
Yeah.
And then we have extra attacks.
Yeah.
So we'll do the normal guys first, assuming you're going to keep the officer alive till the end.
Yeah.
And I'm just assuming. You're not telling me that you're doing that. So I'm going to hit you on 3s. Oh, wow. I'm doing well at missing those. I'm giving you a chance here with simply dice rolling.
You are. And then 4s.
It is 4s because of your Cadia style. Oh, that was a problem for you. You stopped 3 wounds, though, because I would normally be winning on 2s on the charge.
Yeah. So I don't get an armor save.
You don't get an armor save because I'm -2.
So this will be the 4 people.
For 5 up for no pains.
The 5 up for no pain.
Because of the medic. Okay.
So the medic is still alive.
Yeah, so it's 4 so far.
And
so
then
1 at a time. He's now dead.
He's dead. And this is a 5 up refractor field.
It is a refractor field, yeah.
We'll go through.
So he takes 2 wounds.
And then I still get my feel no pain because it's all simultaneous, isn't
I
it?
believe so, yes.
No. Just takes 2.
How much you got left then? 2?
2.
Cool. So now I'm going to swing my big chain axe of doom, which I hit you 3 of the times. And then I am strength, it doesn't matter.
So 4s.
4s. So I've wounded you 2 of the times. This is minus armor save as well.
So 2 5 ups.
Invulnerable
I'm
saves.
going to pass these now.
Cool.
Ooh.
That's 2 damage.
Do I CP it?
But you can't CP reroll Feel No Pains. So if you fail your 2 Feel No Pains, he then dies.
How important is she?
For inflexible command, I think quite important.
Yeah.
But then saying that, Lord Polar's there.
Yeah.
So you're okay.
Yeah. We'll keep the CP and we'll let her go.
So roll 2 5 up Feel No Pains.
Oh, yeah.
Because it all happens at the same time. So she is dead.
She's dead.
So I gain Blood Tithe points. Because I killed a unit,
Yeah.
so it puts me on 5. And I killed a character, which puts me on 6. Okie dokie, 6 Blood Tithe points. Right, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now, Mr. the Demon Prince, JJ.
Yeah.
In fact, I need to consolidate some berserkers. Don't I? So I will pile into Kazakim, but not into the Commissar. Okay, cool. Mr. the Demon Prince has 8 of the finest attacks.
Yarp.
He's going to hit you on a number, which is more than 1. That's the number that I've hit you on. We are then going to wound you on... I'm struck 10, so 3s.
Yeah.
Cool, so I've wounded you 5 of the times. It's AP -3.
So 5s.
And it's 3 damage each.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Yes, and you have 11 wounds.
left. Now might be the time to re-roll one for 5+. Or do I spend 2 CP for Vengeful Salute?
What would you vengeful salute at, is the
Well,
question.
there's Berserkers there.
Please kill them.
And then,
Please kill them, Joe. I get points.
or the Terminators are in combat.
Everything else is locked in combat or can't be seen.
Just do it.
Just do it.
If you've got the opportunity to kill something,
Or I could just do it into the Demon Prince.
You can. He is -1 to wound.
just do it.
We'll do it. 2 CP. Why not? I've already got points back.
Do you get them back?
I've already done it. I've already got one back this time.
Oh, have you? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's D6 plus 3.
In the box.
Just the...
Can you shoot at the unit? Oh, yeah, we'll say
Yeah.
yes.
Only 4 shots, boo.
Just the 4, actually.
So I'm hitting you on 4s.
You are. Because it would be 5.
I'm
Plus 1,
overcharging.
plus 5 for turret weapon. Well, you don't care about, because you don't care
One
about more wounds.
overcharge, and then would be 3 goes to a 4.
It does.
2
Maybe twice.
on your invuln.
On my 5-up demon save, I save 1, fail 1, so I take 3 damage.
You do.
I have 5 of the finest wounds remaining. Cool. He'll then pile in. So he would have piled in 3 inches, and then consolidate 3 inches and touch that tank.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay. And then I'm done.
My Catherican will just...
Please kill the berserkers, Joe.
Well, let's be honest, they won't kill the berserkers.
You might get lucky. You get 2 attacks per Cassikin, plus a couple for the sergeant with the chainsaw. You get them all in. That's 24 attacks.
2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7, and one of them's a sergeant. So that's 14, 15, 16 attacks, Joe. Because sergeant gets an extra attack and he gets a chainsaw.
12. How many did we say?
14 for double plus 2 for the sergeant, so 16
14.
in total.
16. Hitting you on 4s.
Rerolling 1s because of Lord Polar.
1 there. 1 there. Take the 3.
I mean, that wasn't bad. That was quite good.
And then that is there.
And then your strength guardsman and I'm toughness marine.
So 5s.
5s. Wow,
Oh.
Joe.
I'll take that.
I mean, you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to fail every save. AP?
Nothing.
Oh,
So we're just guardsmen with knives at this point.
please fail all 1s and 2s. Oh, just 1 die.
Just the 1 died.
Okay, wow. I'm going to take this little cheeky chappy back here. Okay. I love these new models, by the way.
Oh, nice.
They are stunning.
The Lehman Russ Vanquisher into the Demon Prince. 1 hit. Oh, it's D6 attacks, isn't it?
I don't know.
Right, it's D6. No, it's just flat 6 attacks.
It is flat 6.
So that missed, and then 2 more. So just the 1 hit. And a wound.
Was that a win with the -1?
I'm strength 7, aren't I?
I'm toughness 6. Yeah, I take a wound. Cool. So I got lost another wound. I'm down to 4.
And then the Lehman Russ Plasma Executioner.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Strength 7, so 3s. No
wins.
wins.
There
Cool.
we go.
End of one's turn.
Oh,
Robin
no.
Ding Dong.
Sentinel.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Sentinel has still got
I'm getting bullied over here because
Sentinel into the Berserks.
They're not touching it. Well, they weren't supposed to be touching it. You can hit them, though. I don't
No,
mind.
it's fine. I'll put it into the
I don't mind. You can
Terminators.
hit them. I mean, you probably wanted to hit the Berserkers.
Just hit the berserkers.
If I'm in combat with the Berserkers, I hit
You
the
are.
Berserkers.
They were. He wasn't supposed to be, but I'm going to let him have it at the moment because this is going.
2.
This is going.
-2.
Cool. I passed both. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm
fine.
really sorry. I let you have it.
No, that's all right.
Right, Brom. End of my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
End of the round.
So I am up to 6 blood tithe points.
So, are you gonna? Do you want to do your blood tidy thing now?
I'm going to do my blood tithe thing in just a moment. So I'm going to discard 2 blood tithe points and go down to 4 and not put Angron into blasphemous reserves just yet. Okay, because I want the victory points. It gives me 4 victory points and pile of skulls.
Yeah.
Right. An infantry unit was killed in range of an objective, which means I get a point.
On the blood god's due.
Yes. And then I've killed many things, big wow, so I max 4 on blood for the blood god.
Good. And you already had 1 from last.
In terms of my mission bonus points, I control 3 objectives and contest 1, so I get the max 3 victory points.
Sweet. Jojo, did you score any points in his turn? No.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No.
Yeah.
So that's in about round 2. Woo!
So at the start of round 3, we got
I
up
get-
a CP. And
Yeah.
you get Jojo
4 points.
4.
It'll be all right. We'll change that now.
Coolio.
Why have I just watched Joe go up to 12 primary on World Eaters?
No.
I've just watched World Eaters primary change from 8 to 12.
That's weird because I'll check the stuff in a minute because he should be on 12 total.
You've got 12
That's
on.
yeah.
You've got bonus points.
You've got bonus. 12.
Okay.
No, that's not 12, Joe. But it's
So
fine.
I held home
It is
I
12,
had
12
8.
total. Yeah.
plus 1 plus 3. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's
you're
good.
on 12.
Right. I thought I just watched you add 4 points to his
No.
total. So you're good.
No.
I'm talking shit. You're right, Brom. I'm
Good.
wrong.
The spreadsheet works. So, while Jojo's doing some things, I need to go all the way back, scrolling back to 8:45 this evening, where I then did miss a Warmaster Will super chat. Sorry, guys. I've also been a little slow on the super chats while we went through that fight phase, movement phase, shoot phase, all of the phases, because the World Eaters fight in every phase except for psychic, and probably shouldn't do shooting. Warmaster Will, 10-man possessed or terminators with the fist flamers and melters for Red Corsair. Tough choice. Help.
What was this?
So 10-man possessed
Yeah.
or terminators with the fist flamers and melters for Red Corsairs. Tough choice.
Fist flamers. What the hell are they? Are they Forge World?
With fists,
And flamers.
flamers and melters. Maybe I
Can you do that? I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah.
How many combi weapons can you take, Joe, with Terminators?
2 of each.
Oh, so you can't do all
Or no.
flamers.
No, so if you've got 10, no, for every, you can have 1 in every 5.
Okay.
So you can have 1 plasma, 1 flamer, 1 melter
In a 5-man squad.
in a 5-man squad. So in a 10-man squad, you can have 2 of each combi weapon.
So you can't have all flamers.
No.
That's bonk. Chaos Terminators are just flat shit, aren't they?
I don't
So
like
what you're
swearing
saying
on
is
it.
10 possessed.
I'm saying 10 possessed,
I don't like-
especially in Red Corsairs as well, because you could advance and charge and possess move base 9. So I don't know why you take 5-inch moving Terminators when you can move 9, advance D6 and still charge. Like I just feel like that's possessed every day in Red Corsairs.
Okay, so hopefully we've nailed that one for you, Warmaster Will. We'll then move through. We did some membership, did that. Thank you, Dreamy Robot, for becoming a new member at Scald.
Hero.
Hero.
You're in danger, Joe.
Thank you, Kylo, for your super chat. Wait,
Can you
this
see
is
the
a comp
Terminator?
game?
Yes, Kylo. And I'm at Beachhead this weekend and I've seen your name on the roster.
Oh my god, are you guys feeling well? Well, this is practice for Beachhead. Do you know what are you taking?
Demons.
You're taking demons.
I'm taking mixed demons. I've borrowed Krabby's list
Oh, okay, cool.
because I couldn't be bothered to paint mine in time.
It would have been hard. Didn't you decide on like the list this week? Like the actual full.
Yeah, well, I was going to take guard originally because I think they're quite strong, and then I ran them a few times, and competitively, I'm not loving running them. Narratively, I think they're great fun and I really enjoy them, but competitively, I'm not having loads of fun running guard. They're just kind of they're very sort of one-dimensional. So yeah, I didn't want. They're just a bit slow move, shoot lots of stuff.
Joe's introducing us a new dimension that I hadn't seen him play guard for a while.
What, die?
Yeah, die. Yeah, I hadn't seen that one. For
I mean,
a
it's
while.
a tactic.
It's a tactic, for sure. Thank you, Chris. You absolute legend. We do obviously miss you while you were away, and I haven't yet to meet you, so I don't miss you as much.
Chris
But
who?
40k Chris. Oh, Chris.
Oh, Big Chris.
Big,
Oh, yeah.
big bad Chris.
Yeah.
He's like Paddy, but bigger. And slightly more aggressive in his gaminess, but slightly less cheeky.
We love Chris.
He says need to update the exclamation mark chat to super chat you tuckers. Obviously it's or my kids won't get medical treatment. Miss you all. Much love, big hug.
It's free in this country, bro.
It is, Chris. You should know this. He's probably memeing on the everywhere else. So thank you very much, Christopher. Thank you for the super chat. We've already seen some love hearts from you. Who's the best Chaos Primarchs rules wise in 40k?
Mortarion.
Yeah.
It's not even a contest.
I'm glad you took loads of time. So it's that clear.
Yeah.
It took no time.
Mortarion is the best.
Yeah. Followed by.
Magnus, then Angron.
Really?
The only thing that lets Angron down is his defensive profile. It is somewhat softened by the fact that you can bring him back with Blood Tithe points, but that defensive profile is a slight misdeployment or super fast armies that can get angles to you, I found, this is the third game I've played him in, he does actually fall down really quickly to certain armies in certain builds.
Yeah.
And considering 40k is kind of a shooting edition on the whole, we do the terrain that we do at the GT simply because we try and give melee armies some kind of balance against shooting armies. Because if you played it like Planet Bowl and Ball at Games Workshop HQ, for example, you just get shot off the board in the first 2 turns. Against someone like Guard Votan, even Eldar perhaps.
Yeah.
You know, so I think Mortarian's top. Magnus is a tough one because he relies on psychic, and I don't know. I think you're probably right. Magnus is probably the second best. I think Angron currently is third best in their current data sheets. We may see Magnus and Mortarian in 10th edition get toned down, and maybe then, we were talking about this earlier, maybe then in 10th edition Angron suddenly claps and he's really good. I'm honestly finding him to be better than I thought he was going to be, but he does fall down as quickly as I thought he would.
Yeah.
To be cool.
Because there was a lot of chatting a lot earlier about how you could maybe improve the buffs, the defensive buffs. Would that be worth it? Should they be improving it?
Yeah.
To maybe give him a 6-up feel no pain or something like that. It's just then more rolling of dice. If you actually look at it, the way that I've noticed you playing him and him playing on the board, it's not loads of rerolls everywhere. You just slap some more, and then die.
There's 3 things. If we're okay with the reduction of data sheets in the book, which I'm not okay with, but that aside, there's 3 big problems for World Eaters on the whole that takes them from being what is probably a good army to an exceptional army. The first of, and some of it's narrative and some of it's, but it also ties into rules. The first one is a significant lack of psychic defense for an army that's focused around Khorne. Doesn't really make any sense logically, narratively. They should have more psychic defense.
But then 2 blood type points gives the whole army 5 up.
Against mortal wounds. Yeah, granted. But I can't stop any other psychic shenanigans. I can't stop any other maledictions, you know, without spelling a CP and then having to roll a 4+.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think Angron should have a kind of psychic-based aura similar, not necessarily the same, to Scarbrand.
Oh, okay.
So Scarbrand can't be targeted by psychic powers, right? That suddenly makes Angron a lot more survivable than he currently is, right? It irks me that you can give a Bloodthirster an 8 wound cap, but Angron's got no wound cap and Scarbrand's got no wound cap. But Scarbrand's invulnerable save is a demonic invulnerable save of 4+, and Angron's is a normal invulnerable save. And I don't know if anyone's noticed so far, I've not had a 2+ armor save of Angron because people always shoot or attack him with at least AP -2. So he's always on his 4-up. But the Vanquisher just ignored it. So if he had considering he's a demon Primarch, if he had a demonic invulnerable 4+, I'd even be okay with just losing the 2-up armor save and taking the 4-up invuln.
Yeah.
Demonic 4-up invuln. Do those things, Angron's fixed.
Do you think, and it's coming through from a few other chats now, do you think if you can get into combat and he's using his auras for the full back, so you restrict the fullback, don't you?
So if you get him in engagement, if you get him within 6 inches, everything within 6 inches, friend or foe, can't fall back
at all.
Yeah. So you tag units,
you
can't fall back,
So
and he stays protected that way. So that
But
gives him but you've got to get there, right? Exactly. That's the problem.
He really needs to charge a unit that you want to kill and a unit you don't care about that can't hurt him back.
So the problem with so what I found, this is interesting actually with what Joe's just said. The problem that what I found, the reason why I'm not using the can't fall back is because I don't know if there's much that I've hit with him so far that hasn't just evaporated. He overkills everything. Like overkills everything he touches.
You hit 2 things, you just split the attacks, they both die.
Yeah.
But,
watch the DZ battle report next Tuesday.
So you'd have to focus in on one unit to kill him, and then leave one. That
look at what he did when he charged in a minute ago. When he did 42 damage.
Yeah.
What? How many? A Warhound doesn't survive 42 damage.
No.
Because it's 40 wounds. That's mad. So the 4-up you can't fall back is great, apart from the fact that everything he touches dies and he stood in the open. So you can't fall back anyway because you're dead.
Yeah.
So cool. Yeah. Right. You've done some moving, Jay.
I have. So my Castellan told the Plasma Cutioner to reroll 1s to hit, and then she ran away. Lord Polar told the Kaskin to reroll all hits and wounds. And then he put take aim on the unit of Jubbies. And then reroll 1s on the Vanquisher. The Commissar told the Kaskin
get back in the fight.
To get back in the fight, to fall back and shoot. Lord Polar is bimbled over here. The Sentinel has moved out of combat but stays just over an inch away from everyone.
Okay.
Because if you want to use your heroic intervention strat, you can only go towards them and not go off on weird janky angles, basically.
Okay.
And then I disembark the troops over here, so I hold this objective. And then here, I've just moved the Chimera around to sit on that objective. So if Khan does want to heroically intervene, he has to go backwards towards the Chimera and not forwards towards the Sentinel.
I'm okay with free fighting a Chimera.
I'm just trying to control your movement for a little bit.
Okay.
Keep you busy.
Okay.
And then I'm going to shoot you with stuff. I'm going to start with the Vanquisher into the big boy.
Into the Demon Prince.
Into the Demon Prince, Prince of Demons.
And everything else.
And the Lance Cannon into it as well. Okay. Vanquisher Cannon. Misses, but I get to re-roll. Last Cannon. Hits and wounds. There we go. That'll do. I'll keep that.
That's an early CP, but is it worth it?
Yes. No.
No. D6 damage. Come on, 4. It's a
dies.
4 exactly!
Thank you for my 2 blood type points.
That's right, I'm going to unclench my bumhole now. Because I was getting a little bit scared.
You're going to unclench your bum hole because you've just given me
No, I just
Ancon back.
Yeah, but if you're spending 6 on him coming back.
Talking about angry rum,
Yeah.
I think I made Luce quite angry.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to feel that later.
There was a few comments and chat about 406 people watching, and yeah, but life happens, guys.
Yeah.
That's
so
real.
I think I'm probably really sorry.
Yeah, he's probably going to be really sorry.
I'm going to be really sorry later.
Yeah.
But I think I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
If she's watching, she'll go back in there and just scathe at me now through the screen. I can feel it. I can feel the heat. Feel the heat!
Didn't
So
have
I'm
to do
really
that, I
sorry.
could hear the doors, mate. So no one's got fingers left now.
She's had a much more stressful evening than me because she's just taken my little one. If you weren't watching at the start, she's taken my little one who had his finger slammed in the door by my eldest to hospital basically, and he refused.
In a taxi.
Yeah, in a taxi. So he was sat on the sofa before the taxi picked him up. He was sat on the sofa. We taped all 3 of his fingers together and dressed the one that was just pissing blood, and he just sat there sobbing because it was just hurting. And then she's obviously taken him to a taxi to the hospital, and then he's apparently refused any kind of painkillers. Tough kid, proper Viking.
Yeah.
So, if she is watching, sorry, Lise. See, I can be a big man. I can say sorry. It hurts. Go on, Joe.
The Punisher is going to shoot the Terminators.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
So 3.
Yes.
Reroll the 1. That 1 actually.
Cool. Take out the 6s. There's a lot of them. That's good.
I need that. Right. And then
Strength 6 out of 4, sir.
3s. Wah!
Ooh. Ooh.
And 2 there. That many 3 up saves.
3 up saves.
This is -1, and you got a 2 up Terminator save.
Oh yeah, I have, haven't I? Not used to that. 3 ups. So 1 will die.
1 has died. That'll do. Right, and a heavy bolter into them as well.
I'm actually really sad that they're shit.
They're not shit.
They are. I like the model. I love Chaos Terminators.
They're just
I hate Loyalist Terminators. I love Chaos Terminators.
out of the 5 infantry choices in this whole book. They are
Pretty bonk, comparatively.
the 4th best.
Well, I don't know. I think Jackals serve more of a purpose.
Yeah,
Mind you, they're
probably.
expensive. Go on.
So the heavy bolter into
Heavy
them as
bolster.
well,
So you don't hit me.
but I get to re-roll the 1,
You do.
which I miss.
Okay.
Then Lord Polar's going to shoot them as
You
well.
can count that as cocked if you really want
That's
to.
right, that's right. Polar's going to shoot them.
You hit me twice.
Hit you twice. I wound you on 2s.
You do.
I wound you twice.
It's minus good.
So 5 up invuns. He kills 2.
He killed. They're 3 damage each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Extra power of the bear.
Polar!
Frosty.
You could say he's quite polarising.
You could say that, yeah.
And then
And
the
then-
Plasmacutioner is going to shoot the Berserkers.
Okay. You can't with the turret weapon.
Well, he will shoot the Terminators.
Yes, because the turret weapon's blast,
Yeah.
so you can't shoot into combat.
So the heavy bolter into Berserkers.
yes. You do hit me.
Twice. No, once.
It's heavy, so it's -1. Yep.
Doesn't wound you.
No.
But then the plasma into the Terminators
D6
will overcharge it.
for 4. Okay, so you hit and wound,
Hit
and
and
then you
wound.
do another hit.
Which wounds?
Okay.
So 2 5-ups.
Yeah, minus good. 5 ups. You've overcharged. They're both dead.
Yeah.
Thank you for. They're in range of an objective, so that's a point on
Pile of
the
stuff.
Blood God's due,
That's it.
and it's also a blood tithe. Put me on 7 blood tithe points. All the options.
The guard will shoot that. So that. 2 plasma gun shots. Both miss.
Did you? You didn't
I didn't
overcharge.
overcharge.
Let's say you didn't, even if you were going to.
2,
At this point, let's say you
4,
didn't.
5, 6, 7, 8. Las pistol. So hitting you on 4s.
6 is auto wins.
The
3 auto wins.
The 6 is auto wound, and
Yeah.
then I get 3 additional hits because
Because Cadians, yeah. Happy? Cool.
And then 6s. 3, 4 in the total.
Okay, that's not bad.
There's something in it.
I do take 3 wounds.
And then the Chimera will shoot at it. Because why not? So 3 turret heavy bolter shots.
All hit.
All hit, thank God.
I should have used smoke screen.
Yeah, 3 whole heavy bolter shots.
All 5s.
5s.
5 alive. Well, that's going well for you,
So
Joe.
that's
This is
3 at -1
all save by 1.
by 1, so that's 2 damage.
5 left. Last gunner raise. They can do it. You've got rapid fire last gunner raise.
6, 12,
Fish for 6s.
4s, and then
6s.
6s. Oh, 2 more.
It's not enough to kill me, I'm
It's
afraid.
not enough, I'm sorry.
One goes through. You do so much damage with last guns.
Right, the Katharakin
Kazarakan!
are going to shoot those 3 Berserks.
Okay.
So it's a full unit, isn't it? So I'm re-rolling all hits and wounds.
Would you like to spend a CP for mortal wounds? Considering you can reroll all hits and wounds.
Nah.
Okay.
Because I've got take aim, so -3, and I have got an infantry squad stood next to them.
How do you have take aim if you've got to get back in the fight?
Oh yeah, so on 2s. I've got 2 CP, which I kind of want to keep.
Okay, so you hit on 3s instead of 2s.
Hit on 3s.
But you reroll all hits. What's this with? Just the
Yeah.
volleys? Yeah, cool. Okay. There's a 6. You can have that one.
Yeah.
Reroll those. Okay. And then these all win me on 4s.
You are.
If everyone who watches our stream goes to Warhammer World and then bangs
No.
the table every time a dice is like slightly cocked,
Yeah.
all you hear in the background is like
Yeah.
going on.
-3.
They're -2 or -3.
You could
I can't
tell
remember what
who
they are.
Either way, it's not looking great for that unit anyway.
You're gonna just chuck.
A hot shot volley gun is -2.
There's 3 there. They die. Cool. That's another that's another point for the blood god's due. And another blood tithe. Put him on 8.
Right then. Charge phase. Lord Polar is going to charge the Berserkers.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really
He's
angry.
like, eat bear. I'm going to go over here though because I'm not stupid.
Okay.
And then I'm tempted to charge the guardsman into the rhino. Because there's no one in it now, is there?
No, it's empty.
We'll charge you
Okay.
on a 4.
Yeah, you'll make
I
that
think
if you
we're
really
in
want to.
5.
The nearest guy's within 5. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
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 Is that all your charges?
You know what? It's only an 8-inch charge. How much CPU has he got?
You got 2. He's got 4.
Because you're going to be fighting on death, aren't you?
Yes.
There's no point sending the guard in. So,
You can only fight on death
Done.
in one place.
well, the thing is, if he fights on death, he'll only be able to fight on death with these 2 because he won't be able to pile in far enough to do it. So you'd have to pile in towards the Sentinel. So I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Lord Polasaurus.
Did you heroically intervening with Khan?
No.
Okay.
I've already got my 4 points as battle round for killing vehicles. So I might as well just charge it next turn and then get more points for killing vehicles.
So
So while you're just measuring a bit of that, we did have a question earlier about your firing of your plasma of your turret. So tanks in 40k now, turret weapons, turret keyword, you can fire out of combat, can't you?
Yes, you can. It's only Astra Militarum.
Astra Militarum.
Yeah, Astra
Turret
Militarum
is a
tanks.
specific
Turret weapon
weapon.
allows you +1 to hit, and you can fire out of combat if your unit's if the vehicle's in engagement range.
Yeah.
You can also fire into combat if you don't have blast, because that's just the rules for firing into combat. But because that's got blast, so for example, the Vanquisher can fire into its own combat, so can the Punisher, because that's just a heavy weapon. Blast weapons can't fire into combat, but because it's got turret weapon keyword, it can fire out of combat.
Yeah, it means the hull weapon isn't a turret.
No.
So his last cannon had to go into combat. Or
Yeah, it has to go. Has to go into combat. Yeah, because it can't shoot out exactly. The fun fact: you get +1 for firing your heavy weapon. You get +1 for firing your turret weapon out of combat, but because you're firing a heavy weapon in combat, you get -1. So that's why we're hitting on 4s, not on 5s. Not on 3, sorry. But yeah, it's a cool thing, because guard players used to have loads of problems with their Russers all getting tagged, and then all the battle cannons and plasma cannons couldn't do anything. They just sat there getting tagged. So now it means you can still fire. So if someone goes, "I'm tagging you with a cheap cultist," you're like, "Cool, stand there scratching my paintwork. I'm just going to keep shooting."
Yeah.
You're -1 to hit, but at least it's better than not being able to shoot at all. So Lord Polar, he has 6 attacks, I believe. JJ. Cool. Thanks for the chat.
I'm just. I'm going to do Vengeance for Cadia on Lord Polar.
1 single CP.
1 CP.
Do you get it back?
Do I get it back? No.
I'm going to spend a command point to fight on death.
Okay.
1
single.
CP because I'm core and I'm troops.
Yeah. Sweet. So I'm hitting you on 2s.
You are.
They all hit.
Well done, Bear.
I wound you on 2s.
You do.
They have
done,
all
Bear.
wounded.
AP.
-3.
So 6 up saves.
2 damage each.
6 up saves.
Lord Polar kills the unit.
So 5 are dead. The unit's not dead.
Yeah. Oh, there's 6 or
1,
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 still.
7.
So this guy and this guy and this guy will die. That's
Yeah.
3 of them because they're in range of him.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, this guy, and this guy will die because they're in range of the Sentinel.
Well, that's,
Oh no, you're out of range, aren't you?
I only killed 5, yeah.
He's out of range.
Oh, but I get to fight, so I can pile in.
You could
Yeah.
pile in 3 and fight.
How many did you fight? Kill 5?
5, yeah.
So these will be able to pile in all.
Oh no, it'd been 6. It was
6?
6, yeah. Oh no, you rolled a 6, so
You
that
rolled
would
a
be
6.
5, yeah.
So those 3 will die in range of Lord Polar.
Yeah.
Actually, if
Or
I
you
can
leave
fight,
him.
if I can pile in, I'm going to keep the big axe alive. I'm going to kill those 2. I'm going to kill those 2 because they can pile in and fight Polar, and I'm going to kill this one because he can pile in and fight there.
Yeah.
Right. This one will then die because he's out of coherency after he's fought.
He's trying to kill them. Is that what you're trying to do? Oh my god.
Well, what?
He wants the blood tides.
Corn cares not, Brom.
So I was there going, why wouldn't you just leave the 2 in touching boat? And you're like, no, I want them to die.
Because if I fail morale now, which I probably will, the unit dies, and they were in range of an objective marker, so I also get a blood god's dew point.
You're not at the moment.
That he's in range of an objective.
Oh,
I've thought it through, Jay. Right.
Yeah.
So the 5 guys that die. So
Got to fight.
was it 5 guys that die?
Yeah,
Yeah,
5.
5 guys that die. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would better get into Polar. 1 would have to go into the Sentinel. Okay.
Yeah.
So the 4 that go into Polar. 1, 2, 3, and the champion was in there as well. Right, but because you charge me, I get +1 attack.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to spend a CP. Transhuman on him.
What's your toughness?
4.
Is it?
It's just a man on a horse.
Okay, so
Or on a bear in this
basically
case. But
3 city, Joe.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you get that CP back?
Well,
'Cause it-
no.
No, okay, good.
Now I'm winning on 4s. The bonus I have is I still got a model in range of Khan. Lol. So I'm winning on 4s and rolling 1s.
Yeah.
And here's the 2 1s. So don't convert. So you've got that many at minus enough to be on your invulnerable.
Yeah. Which is 4s, I believe.
4s, yes, it is.
I believe.
So you saved some.
Yeah.
So you've taken 4 damage. Luckily, you've got 8 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Is that on him?
And then I've got another 4 that swing into, and it becomes 5 that swing into the Sentinel.
Yeah.
It has 2 wounds remaining. So I've hit you all of the times.
Yeah.
And I wound you on strength 6, toughness 6 or 4s. Lucky bastard. Just the 1 actually.
-2.
-2, so
Yeah.
6 up save.
Well, no, be.
5 up save.
Doesn't
You
matter.
take a wound, you're down to 1, which kind of suits me because I didn't really want to kill it.
Oh.
Because I need the vehicle in the next turn. Cool.
Then that one guy into.
The 1 guy into Lord Polar
Yeah.
with his big axe.
One guy.
So he hits you on 3s even with his big swingy axe.
Yeah.
And then he wounds you
On 4s.
4 3 on 1s because the unit's still in range of Khan.
So 2.
So it's 2. It's -4 now.
Double 4. Oh, he's dead.
It's flat 4 damage now.
Yeah. So he's dead.
That's what a CP one.
I can't because I just had to do it for.
Yeah. He's got no CP left.
For transhuman.
JJ,
Yeah.
you know Lord Monk Polar Berries?
Yeah.
And your transhuman
Yeah.
Cadia, does he just get, he can use
Because he's Cadian.
He is full Cadian, isn't he? Even though he's a bear, but the horse is Cadian.
Oh, he's not Cadian. He's dead anyway. Okay.
So what we had in chat was one of the
I thought he was Cadian.
the wise orators out there. A grey name though, so not quite that wise.
Yeah, not clever enough to be a member, but
He did say that, so he hasn't got the Cadian keyword, can't give the trans horsiness. But
Take it back.
that's right, isn't it?
take the CP back, but the amount of extra damage I would have done, he'd be dead anyway.
Dead anyway.
So,
So
cool.
and he died anyway. So
I gained 2 blood type points for
Thank you very
killing a character
Yeah.
and a unit in that phase. I'm up to 10 blood time.
Nice.
Cool.
Now Joe's really sad
He's,
though.
he's dead anyway. So
So just roll 10 plus 2, so 12 dice.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Ones and twos, they run away.
Ooh. So you've hit me some of the times.
Oh no, that's good.
6s don't auto wound, sadly.
They don't, no, it's only ranged.
6s. Nothing.
Cool, niente. Right, so this guy will now pile into the Sentinel. Right? This
Well,
is-
no, because he can't pile in because he didn't charge this turn.
Oh no, I'm not engagement range anymore, am I?
No.
So no, he doesn't get to pile in. Okay, cool. So end of the turn.
End of the turn.
Right, cool. So he dies.
Yes.
It's a matter of coherency, right? So then this guy, I've now lost 6 in the unit,
Yeah.
and I'm leadership 8 or 9. No! No, I wanted him to die, Joe! I needed more points!
No, he's stuck there now. He's stuck there being alive.
God damn it! That's a problem for me. Right, okay. The tank gets to fight you back. I've probably got like an attack. It didn't hit. Cool. Okay, sweet. Right, good. End of the turn, Joe.
Yes.
You are wholly within 2 table quarters.
Yeah, engagement's gone for the rest
So
of the
you've
game.
got no points there.
Yeah.
You are no longer in range of officer with all of your platoon.
Basically, all my secondaries are dead now, essentially.
So you're not in range of an officer for any platoon or squadron units, but you did kill something with a unit that was under an order.
Yes.
So you do get 2 victory points on inflexible command.
Yeah, I do get 3 victory points on assassinate.
You do get 3 because you killed who?
A
Demon Prince. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. From.
Yes, mate.
I'm going to spend at the end of the battle round.
Great. Yeah.
How many infantry units have you got being killed? You should have like at least 2 on Blood God's Due.
I've got 2.
1, 2. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, it should have been 3 if they'd have died as well, but you weren't good enough. So end of the player's turn. That's done. End of the battle round. We've scored for Blood for the Blood Gods. So Blood for the Blood God in battle round 2 is already up at 4,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Okay. This is end of battle
This
round
is
3.
3.
Oh, you went first though.
Yeah, you're second. I just moved.
Oh
us all
wow.
around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's a problem for you. So end of the battle round, I spend my Blood Tithe points.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm spending 6 now,
Cool.
which leaves me on 4 because I can do it at the end of any phase,
Yeah.
which puts Angron in Blasphemous Reserves.
Yeah.
So at the end of my movement phase, he comes back. Cool. Okay. Winning at life.
How many objectives do you hold?
I hold.
The full 12?
So
He
we can
gets
test.
12.
No. We can test this one now.
Because you had 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, so
you
yes,
hold
we
3,
do.
I
Yeah,
hold
so you hold 2. Okay, yeah. I forgot we can test this. So yeah.
Did you do the? You haven't done the thing for the.
No, you hold
did
this.
that at the
Joe,
end,
you hold this objective.
Oh, okay.
You've got 2 units within 3. I only get 8, Bob. You hold that objective, mate.
Oh.
Cool.
I mean, I'm going to lose it now anyway.
It's fair, though, isn't it? Like that's the rules. You hold 2. You have 2 units in range, so you hold the objective.
So you're going to go into shuffling some stuff around.
I'm going to start moving. You can talk to chat.
So we've had 2 super chats and a lovely gifted membership. Thank you, Jarl Grimnar, for the gifted membership. You legend. Also, Soldier of Nerdism is the grey name that came to give us that solar strat. Apparently, he is a member, although he's still a grey name.
I thought Lord Solar was a Cadian, but apparently not. He's from some other place.
So if you are, that's great. You're just not green in my screen, so that's why you got some
Green
abuse.
on your screen.
Yeah, but you're a legend if you are a member. So stay with us. The super chats that are chats that cannot be stopped. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had 2. Both of them are not funny for me.
No?
The first one is from Leaks Veeks.
Leaks Veeks.
Thank you very much. And he says, Blut für den Blutgott.
Yeah. Blood for the Blood God.
make sure you do the accent.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I didn't completely butcher that.
Bluttenfordent Bluttengod.
But Liam's been doing it a few times, so he's getting better at that. The second one is from Puitra. It says, Brom, give my family name a shout to please my son. This is just not funny, but I am going to try my best. You've asked for it, so is J a silent J? No, it's not going to be. So we're going to go Jig and...
It's still in a loud J. Like
yeah,
Jaeger.
so
No.
Jig is the
But J is a yay? Jaeger?
Yeah, maybe it's a yay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jägerder Stemhoffen.
Like,
if I get this anywhere near,
like Jag
just
Jaeger
give me
tank.
like some form of prompt in chat to say that I got somewhere near that. I would guess you're Scandinavian with a lovely name like that. Are you?
Are you?
Just because there's no way that you're that. Why? I suppose you. Yeah, or at least your family might originate.
I mean, at least you're not murdering this particular super chat, Brom.
Who?
So yeah, well, we're giving it some love while you're just shuffling some things around. Every day you're shuffling.
Joe, I'm enjoying World Eaters.
Yeah?
I still think they're flawed in places, but I'm actually enjoying them. I mean, it helps that at the moment I'm just ripping through anything I look at.
They are very, very killy.
Can I please have 5 of the finest Chaos Terminators that are in Blasphemous Reserves
You may.
and Angry of the Ron?
There's that. I think with the World Eaters, I think the only way to play with them is aggressive. Like you can't really potter around with them.
So I've already, thinking about them competitively, I know you also want to run them competitively, but what we'll do is we'll build up a pool of stuff that means that between the two of us we can run any list that we want. I'm still torn on Angron. I would honestly drop although the Dreadnought's doing a good job of holding my backfield objective.
The great thing about him, right, is that if he's on an objective and someone tries to come and take it off you, you just heroically intervene into them.
Because he's caught, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I would be doing is I'd be dropping the 10 Terminators and using as many points of that as I can into units of 3 8-bound or Exalted 8-bound, just because you've got lots of infantry units that you can put on objectives. If they die or kill other infantry units on objectives, you get points for the Blood God's Due, which is good.
Yeah.
So Angron is now back on Das table. My Terminators have come in, that's right. I had another 200 points of Terminators in Deep Strike Reserve. And then I've moved up my Flying Horse of Death, Doom and Destruction to here.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can go through the route.
No, because he's not.
It's Infantry, Beast and Swarm.
Yeah,
so I
you
can go
can't use
round.
You can't use the fly keyword on beasts, monsters,
exactly.
and vehicles in the
Charge phase. Right, so I'm okay at the moment. He's actioning, of course, because it's guaranteed 2 bonus points right now.
Yarp.
Probably, if we're honest, more than that. Okay, cool. Right. So we're going to move to the shooting phase, Jojo of the rabbit variety.
Yeah.
Khan is going to shoot his pistol at the Plasmacutioner. No, actually, I don't even know if he's in range. Are you in 12 inches of me?
Oh, we both got a CP.
Yeah, you are in 12 inches. Oh, I do got a CP, yeah.
I think I did.
So I'm going to shoot my plasma pistol into your tank. Pew! I missed. Cool. Job done. Good talk.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Any
Right.
more shooting?
No.
Okay.
No more shooting, Joe. Oh, no, I've got Storm Bolters. Bolters of the Storm.
You will be -1 if you're shooting anything through the dense terrain.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to shoot Kazakin. Oh. Oh. Bolters of the Storm. What's your song?
Joe, what happened to your statue that's just in front of you?
Oh, it fell over.
It's been
It
filed.
looks better now. Now it's fallen over. It looks more dramatic.
So
It's
4s.
been called something else.
4s.
What is it?
A dead
Statue.
pigeon.
A dead what?
Pigeon.
Dead pigeon. Yeah, dead pigeon.
So 4s, because dense.
Yeah.
Followed by 3s, because... Oh my god.
Just the 3 actually.
Just the 3, because that knocked it over.
Pew! But you did kill 2.
Okay, so 2 are dead. 2 is better than 1. That's a
What's that
fact.
for?
I don't know, it's just there. No idea what it's part of.
I shall kill you and you.
Okay. Right. Oop. That was my shooting phase.
Nice.
Oh, this is a vehicle that can shoot into combat.
Yeah?
I've got 2 combi bolters on it because I paid the points.
Yeah.
So I'm probably now hitting you on 4s. Pars. It's not heavy, so it's just 4s.
No, it'll still be 3s. Oh, you only got 4 wounds left.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I've wounded you twice. So 2 Cadians.
5s.
I said Cadians for you. How dare you roll a black dice?
There we go.
How dare you roll a black dice? Right, okay. So charging. This Berserker is going to charge the Sentinel.
Cool. Needs him.
No.
Khan's going to charge these Cadians.
Nice.
So I am within 4 of that guy with the sword. Is he a Castellan? Is that a Castellan?
Yeah.
So he's not part of that squad?
No.
Oh. So I'd have to charge both.
Yeah.
So I'll charge both.
But you
Yeah, I'm
can't
still within
now,
4. Why?
Because you rolled. Are you still within 4 of both, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I had to check. I thought he was part of the unit. I thought he was a sergeant waving a sword around. I apologise. My Horse of Doom is going to try and charge the Lehman Russ.
Okay.
That's probably not enough.
I reckon it's about a 10.
I reckon it's about...
With my eyes.
It is about a 10. Do I CP reroll that or do I save it for Angron? I'm going to save it for Angron. Hilariously, if you Overwatch Angron and hit him, you'll kill him again.
Yeah.
So, fuck it, it's a laugh, innit? So my Terminators are going to charge a Kazakin.
Yeah? You're -2.
So 11.
Yeah.
It's doable.
It's doable. It is doable.
I mean,
That's
it's a good start.
You just need a 6. If you roll a 6, he's fine.
Oh! No, okay. I am also going to charge Angron into your tank.
I'm going to Overwatch for a CP.
Yeah, you are. Come on, bitch.
I've got full rerolls still. So I'm going to start with the lads.
Full rerolls?
Because of oh no, the Caskin had it,
Yeah, I
didn't
thought so.
they? Right. So I just need to roll a
Fancy
6.
much
I've got
fancy
reroll 1s as well.
I've got reroll ones.
That's a 2. Sad time. Do I CP it? So if I roll a 6, he's just dead. I'm going to do it.
Well, not necessarily. I've still got my 5 up full no pain up.
No, full dead.
Come on, Jay. I believe in you. Oh, the kiss.
He's killed 2 troop masters and a solitaire in Overwatch.
Yes.
So
I think
Angron to the tally.
I think you can do it again.
Oh, it's so close.
Angron's going to charge 9,
Yeah.
and I am going to CP that. Put me down to 3.
I need you to not pass this.
No, it's cool.
Joe,
Okay.
did you get yours back? Or was that what the 5 was for?
Oh, Lord Polar is dead. So
Oh, you don't get it back.
Yeah. So Angron fails his charge, Terminators fail his charge, but there's still problems for you.
I mean, Angron. Just do. I can't interrupt, so just do this guy here.
Oh, you can't interrupt now, can you?
No.
I wanted you to interrupt, Joe.
What, kill
You're
him?
such a dickhead. Why did you?
no.
Do you want to not spend your CP for the reroll and interrupt instead?
I can't. 'Cause I only had 2 CPs.
Right. So I will do the Berserker first. Then I didn't want to. Right. Please
roll
explode.
Just roll badly.
Why do you want me to explode?
Because then you kill him. I'm in range of an objective, and I get a point.
Yeah, but he only does 1 more wound. And Lord Polar does 2 damage.
So you just want to not kill him.
I mean, I've wounded you all of the times, Joe.
It's -4. I don't get a save.
No. So I've just done
Pete's sake,
10
don't.
damage to you.
He doesn't explode.
No.
I'm very sorry.
Okay. Well, that's a problem for me.
That was a yeah.
But I'm just standing in front of it. So now Khan.
Stand on the objective and go, shoot me.
How many wounds has your Castellan got?
5 or 6.
And what's his armour save?
5 plus, and he's got a 5 plus invulnerable. He's got 5 wounds, toughness 3. I believe.
And how many Cadians are there? 1, 2, 3,
10.
4. All 10. Okay. So I'm going to roll 6 into Cadians, 4 into Mr. the Castellan.
Yeah.
Castellan, I've hit you all of the times.
Nice. 2s.
2s. I've wounded you all of the times. It's AP minus, you're on your invuln.
5s. What's his damage? 2 or 3?
3.
Oh, that's a problem. Isn't it? Oh, look, it's dead. What a surprise. There we go.
Oh, blood tithe. Look at that. So I go up to 6 blood tithes because I killed or 7 actually, because I killed a vehicle and a character and another unit.
Yeah.
And then this is the remaining 6 into the infantry. I hit you all of the times.
2s to murder.
2s to murder. I've murdered you 5 of the times. Yeah, there we go.
But he did fail to murder 1.
I mean, he was pretty murdery there,
He
though,
was
to be
so
fair. Thank God you've got a commissar in range for the leadership shenanigans, right?
Yeah.
Don't let him move, Jojo. Stay in combat. Come on. Touch him all over.
Right.
I get to attack you back now.
You do, in many places.
I'm going to attack your Prinosaurus. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
12,
10.
13.
That's not right.
You haven't killed anyone.
2 died to bolters.
Did they?
I didn't see that.
Don't worry about it. Leave them. Just leave them. Just roll
No,
them.
I rolled double 6, didn't I?
Oh, you did actually use a black dice. Of course you did, yeah.
Yeah.
You are right. There was a very fancy roll there as well. I like that. I saw that you believed.
2.
You believe.
Just the 1.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'll rev back at you.
The
It's
forever
probably an
combat
attack. Yeah, cool.
that we shall have now.
Yep. You get the you keep the objective though.
I do.
Okay.
And then over there, we'll pile in. I've got Sergeant. And how many guys?
4 more.
4 more guys.
So 5, 6, 7
Seven.
attacks. 7.
Ooh, just the 2 hits.
On Khan, the trainer.
I mean, like if you just watched all of your friends die, I think just the 1 wound is enough. There we go. End of the phase.
Morale.
Morale.
Big morale.
Well, they failed. Does he just shoot one now? The commissar?
I'm not sure what the
What does
commissar's
the-
rules are
what
for
does
morale
the
now.
commissar do nowadays? Does he just cap one?
I think you just bust a cap in one's backside.
Yeah. Why have they got so many units that are unfindable in this book? Right.
I think they're unfightable.
Summary execution. Oh, here it is. So once per turn, a friendly Astra Militarum core unit with a 6 fails a morale test.
Which you just have.
This model can use this ability. If it does so, until the end of the phase, each time a combat attrition test is taken for that unit, it is automatically passed.
So the one that you lose from morale is the only one that
Yeah.
you lose. So you lose a guy.
Yeah.
Hey, it's that one guy. Let's keep the plasma in the squad. Just lose that guy, right?
Oh, actually, no. We'll lose the
guy
one
in
guy
combat.
who's like
Because it's morale.
basing.
Yeah. And then you're out of combat.
I mean, cool.
That's amazing for you.
Cool.
And then
That's
it, isn't it?
yes.
Quite so.
So that would then be the end of one's turn and the end of the battle round.
It would.
So. Brommalama ding dong.
Yeah, mate.
Saved. That was risky. So Brommalama ding dong. Right. I have the full 4 points for the Blood God.
God.
You've been putting on the Blood God's due, haven't you?
Blood God's due, I have put 2. Yes.
So I'm spending 7 Blood Tithe points. I've only got 7. I'm going to spend... Do I spend 7? No, I'm going to spend 2 on my secondary. No, I'm going to spend 3 on my secondary
Yeah.
to leave me
Get
on
5.
4
Yeah.
to get me the full 5 points.
Nice.
Okay. And I'm going to keep those 4 there. And I'm not actually going to put exploding 6s or any of that nonsense on at the moment because without sounding like a bit of a dick, I don't think I need it right now.
You probably need better charging. But
So if I keep the 4 there and
You've
you do
got
kill
one which gives
Angron...
you +1 to your
back.
charge.
Yeah, but I can just bring Angron back if I keep the 4 there and you kill him.
That's true, isn't it?
So, that's the secondaries done. Bonus points.
yes.
I get all 3 again because he's offset within range and objective.
And the Hellbrute did another action.
Did another action, yeah. Cool.
Right. And Joe, you didn't actually get any bonus points in the last round, did you?
No.
No, you didn't.
So we move into battle round 4.
Yes, we do.
We go up a CPs to 4 to 2.
Yeah.
And then
Joe's going to get 8.
8 points.
8 points.
Yeah, because he's going to keep
8
this one
point
forever and he's going to keep that one for most of the time.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to work hard now to kill...
What orders can DOS Commissar do on anyone that's actually remotely helpful that's not falling back and shoot, please?
Obsec. Get back in the fight.
Where are they?
Perfectus orders.
Mechanised.
Pinning.
Pinning. Nah.
I don't think you've got a lot. Auto pass morale, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think you have many options, Big Wow, Joe. I think you have minimal options. Not many wows.
So what they're going to do, right, is I'm going to put duty and honour on the Catherikin, which means they can do an action and not...
And still shoot.
This act can perform an actions in a turn in which it fell back or advanced and can shoot without out any actions it is performing failing.
Yeah,
So
so
you're
you
gonna
can
advance.
action and shoot. You can
Yeah.
action and shoot without it failing.
Yeah.
You can also advance an action, but then you can't shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
And you have enough CP for 6s to wound, do mortal wounds, and 5s to hit, also cause 6 to wounds.
Do you want to kill Khan or the Terminators? Because if you are going to kill Khan, then move away from the Terminators. Make it a little bit harder.
I'm just going to shoot lots of things at the moment.
Although Muck Horsey is there, isn't he?
At the moment, if I fall back in within myself,
You still die.
I'm still fucked. So, Mr. the Plasma, if he goes over here to there, he's still within range of an orificer. And he's still within 12.
Well, he's
so
only got to be within 12 of an officer, isn't he?
Mm.
So he doesn't have to be that far back. You've got
But
options.
it doesn't. But the thing is, though, they're all the way over here.
Oh yeah, so you're fucked.
So I don't get it anyway.
Oh yeah, because you haven't got the Vox anymore. Yeah, okay. So you won't get it.
Yeah.
You'll get it for vehicles though. So you get a point for all your vehicles being
Yeah.
ranged off. So you won't actually because he's not in range.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's bollocks.
So I'm going to do the fives auto wound and
Sixes do more wounds because they're under an order now. So if you do kill something, you will get 2 points on inflexible commands.
So is that a single CP?
Hang on.
No, it's 2 in total. He goes down to 0. So 5. So 1 CP because he's born soldiers.
Yeah.
5s to hit do counters auto wounding and counters a 6. And then 1 CP for overcharged las cells means that 6s to wound
Yeah.
cause a mortal wound in addition, up to a maximum of 6 per target unit.
Okay.
Very good. Saying that, I also have a 5 up for no pain against mortal wounds.
Mortal wounds.
Mortal wounds. So we're going to shoot.
What we didn't put on here is 8.
He has,
Yeah,
he has 8 wounds. Yes.
I know we know, but
So
for
we-
chat.
I
when
had
he
it
comes
next to
back,
me. I had
he
it
only
next to
has
me.
8.
So my Commerce Arcane is going to throw a crack grenade
I can't.
at Khan's head.
Come on, do it.
He's frightened. He's very
Can he
frightened.
reroll for himself?
And then the infantry squad is going to throw a crack grenade, overcharged plasma gun, and then rapid fire into you. So we've hit you with a crack grenade, which auto wounds.
Cool.
Bonk.
Minus 1?
Minus 1. 4 up. D3 damage. For 2.
2 wounds. Khan's got 6 left. 4 left, I think.
And then we're going to overcharge a plasma gun.
I can check his actual stats though, Jay.
I've hit and I have missed. But the miss was a 2. I wound you on a 2.
The miss was a 2.
I have wounded you, good sir.
I know, I'm aware. I will roll a 4 up invulnerable, but I need to know how many wounds he's got before I keep rolling.
It'll be 6 or 7.
I think it will be 6. I'm pretty sure it's 6.
If he's got 8, that's madness.
If he's got 8, I need another Khan. Run 2 Khans.
Or 9. He hasn't got 9.
I'm joking, it's 6. I failed, I got 2 left.
He's got 2 left. And then that means I've got 2 people with rapid firing las guns at you.
Go on,
Kapow! 2 hits. No wounds. Sad times. So I'm going to fire the 2 hot shot volley guns at him.
Right.
Or do I just fire 1 hot shot volley gun at him?
You need to be... So if you do all 6 mortal wounds now, you won't get any on Angron. Oh, you will, because you split. You can do it to multiple units.
Because the rest of the units.
Because I haven't fixed it yet, is what we're saying.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rapid firing gun into him
Yeah.
and a hot shot volley gun into him,
Yeah.
and the rest of the unit into Angry Ron.
How many are in rapid fire range of Angry Ron?
Everyone.
All of them.
The
He was
world.
tree measuring everything.
So basically,
The front 3?
the front 3, 4. So the back guy will rapid.
So you've got... Right, let's give you 4. So have 4 into him. 2 are into Khan, and you can either put 2 singles into him or 2 singles into him. I don't mind. Or rapid fire into him. So it's up to you.
We'll put the 2 singles into Big Boy.
Okay.
So hot shot volley gun.
Yep. This is into Khan, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's 3 mortal wounds and 3 auto wounds, and then nothing.
Right.
Because it's strength 4.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
So, 3 mortal wounds, 5 pluses. Cool, he's dead. Khan dies.
And then a hot shot volley gun.
I know I should do the damage first, but it's just
Yeah.
quicker that way.
A hot shot volley gun into Angry Ron.
Yep.
So 2 hits and auto wounds.
Yeah.
And then a hit which doesn't wound.
No.
And then it was 4 guys in rapid fire, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
and then
And
one
then-
guy that wasn't.
1 guy.
Hey, it's that one guy.
3s, 5s, and 6s.
I'll give you that 5.
And there's a 6 there. But these are wounding you on 6s now.
Yeah, because I'm T6.
Oh,
T7 even.
I'll re-roll
Do
that.
you get the reroll for
I was
the
gonna
one
let you have
that was
that.
in there?
Oh, what?
Did you get to reroll the one that was in there because of the commissar?
No, he hasn't.
So
given me a roll.
firstly, we're on 4 plus invulnerable saves.
Yeah.
Firstly, and we save All but 2.
Ooh.
So I've got 6 wounds left.
Yeah.
5 mortal wounds. I've got 5 up in vulnerable. Feel no pains. So I save 1. So I've taken 4. So I've taken 6 in total. I've got 2 wounds remaining.
Ooh.
That doesn't make it easy, Joey.
No.
If he was dead, that would be easier.
That was, I mean, I would have expected you to do another auto wound and a mortal wound to him, to be honest with you.
So
I think you maybe overkill Khan, but I fully understand
Yeah.
wanting to make sure he was dead.
So the obvious thing is I put the Vanquisher straight into Angry Ron.
The whole
How much-
Vanquisher. No, you
The Vanquisher's
lined them
going to
up on
shoot
there,
this
ain't
guy.
you? Yeah.
I have to. I think it'll be hilarious if he just dies.
Just
If
put
I
it-
fail, I've lost anyway.
Just do the
so
last cannon the other way then.
yeah. So no, we'll put both into him just in case.
See, this is why you're
split fire.
competitive, I'm not.
Las
Always
cannon,
works.
Las cannon into Angry Rod.
Yes.
Vanquisher cannon into him.
Joe,
Happy days.
Joe?
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I believe in a thing called love.
I believe in you. Which one's this one?
This is into Lord Invocatus.
So this is the Vanquisher cannon.
This is the Vanquisher cannon.
Come on, Joe.
It's fine. It's fine. This is into Big Ron. It hits. We're off to a good start. We're going to wound you on a 3. We've wounded you on a 3.
4 up, hidden vulnerable save.
Oh.
Right.
You are now in the shit,
So,
to say the least.
Mr. the Punisher,
Yes.
Punisher McPunisher face.
This guy. This is all you can see. Oh no, it's a Terminators. Sorry, there's Terminators behind you. Ignore me. There is Terminators.
The Terminator's going to fuck me, basically. That's the problem. The Punisher's going to go into Angry Ron.
Yes. You can't see it.
You got the range, didn't you?
Yeah.
He's all good.
Heavy bolters. I don't want to. If I kill him with a heavy bolters, I'm be very sad. I've wasted the top gun. That's right. I've only hit you twice. And wounded you on
I hit you
5.
twice.
5s. No, once. Doesn't matter. I didn't wound him.
Okay.
Right. 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9. No. 2, please. Let's go. 3s into Big Ron. Just the one there.
You did all right with hitting though.
Yeah.
Come on, Jojo.
Where's the one auto wound? Put it
Oh.
there. Did you put it in your hand?
No.
5s.
Well, I thought you took it out.
Oh, shit on it. I'm going to be charging Angry Ron with a fucking Vanquisher in a minute.
I do fail the save, Joe. I've got 1 wound left.
Oh, God. Right. Heavy bolter into this lad from him.
Please do.
Overcharging plasma into him.
Cool.
Actually, no.
Just everything in the Lordy.
Basically, yes. Okay. So heavy bolter into that one guy.
Hey, it's that one guy.
So 1 hit so far, and no other hit. I wound you on a 3. Wound you -1. 4 up.
Okay, finding the 1 to kiss the 1.
Oh no! Why is he still alive?
Why do you want him to? Oh, because you want points.
I
don't
get
you?
a point if he
Then
dies.
D6 plus 3.
Ooh,
Finally,
just
9.
the 9
We are
actually.
overcharging, by the way. 'Cause
Yes, of
I
course.
just want.
We are now.
Yeah. So 3s.
I mean, he almost always overcharges
Yeah.
with them, so you take a wound.
Yeah.
You got 12 left.
And I wound you on 3s.
Overcharging. Oh yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
toughness good.
So 4 on your invuns, please.
You're -1 on the
So 5 ups. No, 4 ups. Sigil of corruption.
Oh,
I pass all of them.
Mwah.
right then, charge phase. Vanquisher into Angron.
Overwatch.
He might be in.
Yeah, you're
So
in.
you're definitely
Yeah,
in on
you're
the 6
definitely
And then the Kasserkin are going to go in as well. Oh no, because I run away from the fucking objective then, don't I?
You do.
You don't.
Fuck it, Vanquisher's going in. He's going to charge that one guy.
Hey, it's that one guy. Please do.
4?
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's fine. You're in. Yeah, that's good.
He's not arguing. He wants him dead.
I'll go to there, but stay out of 3
Right.
of him. Nice. Oh, thank you. How much CP you got?
Enough.
Enough to interrupt and kill stuff.
I mean, right.
Gotta hit
6
Ron
attacks
first.
from a Vanquisher into Angry Ron.
6s. Just need 1, Jay. You just need one, Joe.
This is so dumb.
You get 2.
None.
There's none, Joe.
Well, that vanquisher's dead.
Okay.
All right, this guy here into that one guy there.
Cool. I'm going to spend 1 CP to fight on death.
That's fine. I hit you twice. We're off to a good start.
I probably wasted my CP.
We're gonna pile in. I've wounded you once.
I've definitely wasted my CP. I saved.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Berserker. You charged me. I've got 5 attacks. I'm going to hit you on 3s. I've hit you 4 of the times.
Nice.
I'm strength 9 because you charged me, so I'm going to wound you on 3s. I've wounded you 2 of the times. I'm AP -4.
6s.
You've just taken 4 damage.
What does that mean?
It means you're down to 8.
My guys over here.
Hey, it's those 1 guys.
6,
5 guys.
8.
5 guys. There's more than 5 guys over
So it's
there.
10
More than
attacks
5
now.
guys.
Hitting you on 4s.
Okay,
You haven't moved. I should hit you automatically.
I agree.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Immobile.
I hit you on the raw. On
6s. Just do 4 6s and I'll die.
I've
I
rolled
mean, you
3.
tried.
I
You did try.
Oh,
You did try. 3 ups.
I'm going to shoot you with that one last pistol I forgot earlier.
yeah, do it.
No.
Right, okay. Angry Run. So he's really wounded now, Joe, because he's only got 8 wounds. So he just starts on 10 attacks. But you charge me, so I get +1.
Yeah.
He's only got 1 wound.
Oh, I got even less.
Yeah.
So I only get 8 attacks, but you charge me, so +1.
Yeah.
So I got 9 attacks, right? Now, in
You
my
always
command
hit on
phase,
twos.
in my command phase, I wasn't on the table, so I
Yeah.
don't have any rerolls,
Oh, that's fine.
right?
But you still hit on 2s regardless.
Still hit on 2s with no rerolls, so I don't get to reroll those 2 ones.
Ooh, it's all coming up your house.
Strength 15, so I actually only wound you on 3s.
Oh. You're -4?
I am minus something that might be a 4, but it also could be a 5.
Just roll 6s and then we'll be fine. If you don't,
I've rolled 2 6s.
So it is a problem.
it's
That
still
could make
enough.
some or no difference.
He's -4,
Yeah?
because why would he be as good AP
But that's
as...
still 3, 6, 9 plus D3.
So
is
9,
9 plus. So as long as you don't roll 1s.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Does he explode? Does he explode, Joe?
He does. Come on.
Does he explode?
I haven't rolled any 6s at all.
Chat
ever.
is
Come
calling
on.
for you just to roll better, Joe.
So sad.
I get a blood type point.
Sad Joe face.
I get 2 blood type points.
That's fine because you can't fall back and charge. So.
Well, I can't fall back
You're-
and charge.
He's dead.
The tank's dead, Joe.
Oh yeah.
You don't need a full
No, I'm not entirely sure why that's a problem.
I don't know. Right then, off we go. Right.
Sorry, Joe.
Was
Right.
it full wounds as well?
Yeah. Full wing. So end of my turn.
So when I said that Angwin kills everything he touches,
End of my turn. I got 3 points on assassinate.
you do get 3 points on assassinate for killing Khan, yes.
Khan, and then I get 2 points on the primary secondary.
1 point.
I've got 2. Oh, he's obsec.
He's
innit?
obsec. You should have killed him. I did tell you to multiple times.
Really should have done.
So you got 1 point.
Yarp.
Okay.
I mean, this is. I don't know how many points. He's probably got more than me.
He-
I can't even see
quite-
because there's a light in the way.
It's closer than you think.
It is closer than you think at the moment.
At the moment, yes.
Joe,
But
there's
I'm about to lose a many things big
5
wow.
points in it.
I get 2 points on Blood for the Blood God because I killed that tank.
Cool.
There's now more than 5 points in it.
How?
I also hold 4 objectives because obsec.
Yeah.
12.
So 12 points.
Joe, so Krabby's in chat, and I don't listen to him all the time, but he claimed you only got 4 points for holding 2. You held 3 at the start of the last round, didn't you?
No, I
You
held
had-
2.
Yeah, so
One
yeah,
day,
you
right?
should 4.
Yeah, I held that one.
Krabby.
Crabby. He's right for this mission because it's
Oh,
hold 2, hold
Crabby.
3.
Is it hold 2, hold 3? Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, Joe.
I thought it was a hold 1, hold 2.
No. He's
That's-
right, but I forgot, you forgot, we all forgot.
Joe,
Doesn't matter.
You just have to say, Krabby, how many Factorum GTs have you won?
He's
A lot more than Joe.
He goes like every
like,
single one.
literally won the last
Oh,
one.
come on, Krabby.
Okay.
If you go by the how many
Legend.
like on average,
I fixed it, Krabby.
I've been 3 times. 1.
Brom,
Yes.
how many points have I got on Pile of Skulls?
13.
Okay, so I need to spend 1. So I'm going to spend 5 blood type points on exploding 6s.
Ooh.
Okay. In melee, obviously.
Your biggest letdown at the moment, obviously, probably something you wouldn't normally pick, is that Blood God's due
Yeah, that
but
might
you kinda
change in a
knew
minute.
that was coming.
Well, I mean, I actually really thought he'd shoot them off the objective and kill them.
Yeah.
You just left them there getting points. But that would have been another victory point.
The other thing is that you could have left them not touching cover, and that would have made them even a sweeter target.
No, because I want them to think I want them to stay alive. It's a mind game, bro. It's all a
What
mind
is it?
game. Right? I'm going to go around there and do some moving and things.
Oh.
But
Ooh.
Joe's a good player.
The thing is that the Blood God's Jew is only bad against this particular army because Joe is predominantly vehicles and not infantry, right? So he doesn't move as far anymore now. He only moves 8.
Only 8
Just 8, actually,
on the 1 wound.
on the 1 wound. He's a problem for you, Joe.
How many wounds did old Lord in Potato hasn't lost any?
No, he hasn't.
They're only moving 3 inches through.
What's even funnier is he hasn't used him yet, other than a movement buff.
Yeah, it's like this mission's really is quite tough versus World Eaters because they're so quick.
Yeah.
And obviously guard don't like being in combat.
No.
Somebody. But because it's an objective holding game and he is a fast moving close combat army, you just can't really do much about it.
He'll do the action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the problems with one of the predominant issues with guard is that they want to sit back and shoot.
Right,
They don't
Joe.
want to be sat on objectives.
Combi bolters in combat. Hitting on 5s because I'm on 1 wound.
Depends what you're fighting, doesn't
Oh.
it? Because if
Yeah.
you're fighting stuff that doesn't kill tanks too easily, push all your tanks forward and stop them coming at you.
3 wounds on these guys in combat, please. 3 5-up saves.
He's going to eat you.
3 are dead.
Oh. 1, 2, 3.
Cool. That's some dead people, right? And then Terminators and Stormbolters into the Cadian squad of 5 guys. Now 2 of them are shooting through dense cover,
Yeah.
and the other 3 aren't. All right? So here's the 2 that are shooting through dense cover, hitting you on less than what they would normally be hitting you on because dense cover. So 4s. Oh, that was poo. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference at dense cover. I lost 1 shot. And then 3s. So I've wounded you once, Joe. 1 5-up on a Cadian. And he dies. So 1 dies. And then there's 4 left.
Yeah.
Cool.
3 left.
3 left. Okay, so the others that aren't shooting through dense will hit you on better. And will also wound you on 3s.
I mean, that's quite good, isn't it?
That's all right, isn't it? Not bad at all, that.
I imagine 1's dead, 2's dead, 3's dead. There we go.
So that's a point on Blood God's Due, Brom.
There we go.
And another point on Blood for the Blood God, which put me on 3 this turn. It's battle round even.
That secondary is ridiculously good.
Blood for the Blood God.
The kill stuff, just die on an objective. Or kill something on them.
It's good, but it doesn't count vehicles.
Yeah. So
Which is a problem against you. But I'm going to get some more points than I think I expected to get at the start of the turn. But I'm not going to get as many as I was hoping to get. Right, okay, so we're now going to move into the charge phase. Mr. of the Joe. Lord Invocatus is charging Kazakin and the Commissar.
I'm just going to Overwatch, I think, because...
With the Commissar.
No, with the Cassis. So 2 thingy-mabibs. 2 auto hits and wounds.
Yep. And these will win me on 5s. Oh no, you auto wounds.
Yeah. And then
So you
how
might as
many
well-
other people are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 volley guns and a pistol. So 10, 11. 11.
8, 10, 11. 2 more, so that's 4 on him.
4 hits and auto wounds. AP2.
Yep.
And I'm on a 2-up armor, 4-up invulnerable.
Yep.
So I save 3, take a wound.
He is absolutely bossing his invulnerable saves.
He is indeed. He's
that
on
boy.
7 wounds remaining. He can't fail the charge, Joe.
No.
Which means that Anglon then comes in this way.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll Anglon's charge.
try and come all the way around.
6 inches. Cool.
I think we could probably just Uber them.
And then I'm going to charge in
You rolled a 1, that's all you get.
Terminators. 2 inches.
I mean, they're probably in it.
I don't know. I've got CP to
If you
burn.
want to go through the dense terrain, then you can't make it.
I'll just
not
re-roll. I've got TP to burn. There we go. 11. 11.
Oh, you touched the dense terrain.
Yeah, but it means I'm now minus 1 to hit if you shoot at me with your plasmacution that's currently engaged in combat. Right. So, fighting. You can't interrupt.
No,
Angry Ron.
the Kazakin are dead.
No, I'm rolling it.
Why?
He has 8 attacks base,
Oh, he's going to do
plus
the,
1 for charging.
I was going to start
You're not
walking.
doing the big, are you?
I'm going to do the swingies. So I'm going to have 27 attacks, Joe.
Ooh.
20 of the 7 attacks, Joe. Don't remove them.
I am. He's not going to fail, is he?
You don't know that. I gave myself reroll once. So 27 attacks, Joe.
Yes.
I reroll the ones. Cool. So with 27 attacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I actually hit you 32 times. Because I gave myself exploding sixes. What what it is?
2s to kill. What's your -3? Or -2?
It's -3.
Yeah, it's -3s to kill.
2's to kill you, Joe.
What a surprise! They've all perished.
I failed to kill you with the 5 exploding sixes that I got.
You feel like a big man now.
I do. I did 27 wounds to casket. I'm happy with that. Anyway, Lord Invocatus. Let's take it seriously for a minute. I'm just trying to show people what he can do with his swing attacks because I don't typically use them. So Lord Invocatus starts on 7 attacks, gets +1 attack for charging. He's on 8 attacks now. He will hit you on 2s, and because Angron's nearby, I can reroll 1s. 6s explode. He's got 5 extra attacks, so I hit you 13 times with my 8 attacks.
How many? So I'm gonna do some 5-up in buns.
No, I haven't rolled to wound
he's
yet.
dead.
I haven't rolled to wound yet, Joe. Don't take it from me. I'm strength 7. You're toughness 3. I wound you on 2s.
Oh look!
Look, he's had a whiffer there.
Oh, it's absolute whiffer.
So it's AP -3, and he ignores invuns.
He's dead. There we go.
Cool.
Why did you even bother? Right, take him off.
I've never heard you sound so broken, Joe. Terminators. This is where you might be okay.
Sad Joe.
Sad Joe.
Hey, Brom,
Yeah.
go back to main with dice. On OBS, on the sources, there's a thing that says Sad Joe with a little eye picture that's crossed out.
Yeah,
Press the eye picture.
it's not crossed out.
No, press the one above it that's in the folder. Press the eye
The
picture.
folder. Yeah. That's amazing.
I'm sorry, Joe.
And that's attached to dice. So I've got to turn that off next.
So you eye off again, and it will just drop back down again. So press the eye again.
Yeah. That's what. So chat had been going on. Sad Joe, exclamation Sad Joe. I was like, no, I've seen it before, but I don't know how to activate it. So I'm just going to play sound effects. So I kept doing the wild ones and zooming in on your face but that's amazing.
You only rolled 1-6 there.
Oh, I'm going to use that so much more. Yeah.
That's the rerolls for angle. Cool. So
like
everything
that
hit
it's
plus
attached to
3
the dice.
attacks.
Huh?
Yeah, I like that it's attached to
I
the
put
dice.
it over the dice camera on purpose, and when he rolls bad and he looks up at the camera, you just press that eye, and then if you're quick enough, you press the eye and the what at the same time. It's beautiful. It's poetry. It's amazing. I've hit you many times. I wound you on 5s. You only get your track guards against ranged attacks. That was a 6.
Yeah.
So these are all -3, so they're
5s.
5-up saves on your Lehman Russ the Punisher.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He has 2 wounds left. Just the 2, actually.
They start with 13, so
So he's got 4 wounds left. That's maths.
that is maths. I get to do.
You get to fight here with your Plasmacutioner first, or you can fight here with the Guardsman first.
I'll start with the plasma.
Oh.
1 hit.
You do hit me. Do it, Joe. Oh, I've got 2 wounds. Oh. You're so rude.
I don't wound you.
You're so rude. Okay, cool. So I'm going to rev my tank at you. Kill a guy on a 6. Wound you on a something. You take a wound. 5-up save.
I had a long hair in my mouth there.
Pjalb.
Oh, it's
You're
alright.
good. You're okay.
So we get 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 attacks.
Who do
now.
we appreciate? Oh, that doesn't work.
6,
We're almost there.
9. Oh, here we're going. There we go. Hit you full time.
You can do it, Joe. I believe in you. Just the 1-6 and I'll fail it for you.
Oh, God. The drudgery. 1. Oh, I'm sorry.
I have Mr. the Berserker. Hit you 3 times. No exploding 6s.
No.
4s now. Wounded you once. -4.
Go
Another 2
through.
damage. You're down to 6. This is going to be an endless combat as well now. Cool. End of one's turn. Rumble on a ding dong.
Yeah.
And the end of the battle round as well. I'm going to spend a blood tithe point. So I gained another one for killing the Cadians, another one for killing the officer, and another one for being a character, another one. So I went up to 4.
So you got to the 4 blood for the blood god points.
I went to 4 blood tithe points. I got max 4 blood for the blood god points.
Yeah.
I killed 3 infantry units on an objective, which means I gained 3 for Blood God's due points that battle round.
Yeah.
And I'm going to spend one of my blood tithes to put me down to 3
2 points.
to give me the 2 points I need to max pile of skulls, and I have 3 blood tithe points remaining.
And
I did the action and I got 3 bonus because I still have my singular OBSEC troop on this objective over here, which is really pissing Joe off, I think. Which is beautiful. So when we go into turn 5, back round 5, I get a CP up to 4.
Oh,
All the CP.
I gain 1 CP up to 1.
You gain
you
no
don't.
primary points.
You don't get CP now, do you?
Hey?
Why don't I get CP?
No, you were up to 2.
Oh, I'm up to 2, am I?
Yeah. I was like, why did you only get 1?
He had 1 and he overwatched.
Oh, did you Overwatch? Oh,
Yeah.
that was worth it.
Yeah.
Um,
That's when he did no damage to Lord of the Cars.
Yeah, Joe, I didn't know you
No,
said that.
that's a lie. He did 1 damage to Lord of the
in
Cars.
potatoes.
In potatoes.
Yeah. He's going to stay there and headbutt that one guy.
This one guy.
Yeah.
So you're going to fall out of combat with him then?
No, he's going to headbutt him.
Oh, I thought you meant him.
And then the plasma is going to shoot nothing because I can't see anything. And then
You can see Ron.
he can't because we agreed.
Big U shape, remember? We said a big U shapes.
So a heavy bolter into that one guy.
You hit me twice.
I wound you once. -1.
That's enough.
Oh,
Yes! Right. I get a blood type point and I get a blood god's due point.
Oh. Then this guy is going to headbutt him.
Yes.
So turret heavy bolter. 1 hit. Whole heavy bolter. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, 5s, whatever it is. Nothing. Las guns. We can do it. 6.
You held 2, didn't you, at the start of that turn as well?
No, I held 1.
He held 1, he got no points.
Did you?
Las gun array. Oh, there we go. 4
he's
auto
really
wounds.
good.
There we go.
Please kill a tank with las guns, that makes me happy.
That's a 4 on these days. 6s. To 4 saves, please.
Fail. Cool. Does it explode? Nope.
No.
It's another
Due
2
point.
blood type points.
Oh, blood. Okay.
Not
No. Oh, yeah, yeah,
actual
yeah.
scoring points.
Yeah.
Put me on 6.
5, 10, 15, 20. Spending my 1 CP, Brom.
Yep.
5s to hit, auto wound.
Into Terminators.
No.
Angron.
Angron.
I've got 6 blood type points, Joe.
Fuck it. Why not? Because the other guy's not dying at all. So.
Okay. You can have that as a 6. Let's put it that way.
Thank you. Very generous. Right.
I'm trying here, man. I'm trying to help you. Okay.
What?
No, okay.
I wounded you on 5s, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's all right.
This plus those on your 3-ups.
He dies.
Oh, he's dead.
I gained 2 blood type. I gained 1 blood type point actually because I've already killed. So, gain 1 blood type point. Angron dies.
A heavy bolter into some Terminators. Bang, 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 bang. They all hit. 2 wounds, -1. So 3-ups.
Cool. Good.
They are fine.
Cool. Fight phase. Terminators fight tank.
He's dead. He's only got 4 wounds left.
I realised that in the last fight phase, I forgot 5 attacks.
Oh no.
Oh, I was gonna. Okay, I missed the opportunity. 2 back in. Cool.
You missed the opportunity.
Yeah. I was going to spend blood type at the end of the turn to give me 6s to hit
Well,
auto
you
wounds. It doesn't matter. I'm not bothered.
2, 3, 4. -3.
Yep, 5.
5s.
You live with 2 wounds remaining.
Ooh. He attacks you with
Some attacks.
D3 attacks, I believe. 3. Nothing.
Cool. Okay.
That's the end of my turn, Brom.
Yeah.
I don't get
No
assassinated,
commands.
apparently. Despite I've killed Angron twice. I don't
No, you get it. You get it now. I don't think I'm going to spend blood type on bringing him back. Well, it depends.
That's stupid.
So, inflexible command.
You get
You killed
something under an order.
nothing under an order because you didn't have any orders. So and there's no officers.
No.
So that's 0 points.
Yeah.
Engage in all fronts is 0 points.
Yeah.
And what's the other one? Assassinate.
It's a shame that plasma thing
That's
didn't
such
run
a-
away into another
don't-
table quarter.
So
You
give
could
him
roll
assassinate.
The fact that you can bring a 370-point unit back infinite times.
60 points. Or 60 point, Jay.
160 points.
So give him-
infinite
give him
time.
4
but
points.
you don't get assassinate for each time you kill the cunt.
Give him. Will I give him 4 points or do I embarrass him?
He's already got the 4 points at the moment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it doesn't really matter.
Even though
Okay.
chat did say earlier, they were like, you can't give the assassination points to the end. Like, yeah, but I'm a math genius.
Right.
It'll be fine.
Right.
So technically, he's got 10 points at the moment on assassinate.
What am I on for Blood for the Blood God?
You've got
Max Blood for the Blood God.
You've maxed it.
So 15.
Yeah.
So hang on.
So put one of those on 3.
If he doesn't count,
Oh, is that because it doesn't auto?
It doesn't auto-calculate at 15.
if he doesn't count for assassinate, he shouldn't count for Blood for the Blood God or
Yeah, but he does.
Skulls
Yeah,
for
but
the
he
Skull Throne. Why does he?
But he does.
He died. He dies for. He die. He gives you points when he dies, but doesn't give your opponent.
No, he
points.
gives me blood type points. He gives me points.
No, yeah.
So put Blood
that's
for
on
the Blood on
15 now.
on 15,
Yeah.
and then hit update.
And that's on 15, and that's on 7. So update. You only go down 1 point.
Yeah, so it's about how I perfectly score 88 points, Brom, to win, because it's corn.
Then all you want to get off of all the objectives and just except you can't because to get the bonus points you need the objectives
So Blood for the Blood God's maxed.
maxed. You can't get 88 points.
So if I charge and kill these, I get 1 point for Blood God's due, which puts me on 86.
Yeah. That's it. And
Shit, I don't think I can get 88 points now.
no.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if you stay exactly where you are, you get 12 points. Well, you get 15 points. How many points is he on already?
On secondaries or
Yeah, in total.
85.
85.
Yeah.
So if he doesn't do anything now, he gets a full 100.
So I'm going to spend 6 blood tithe points to give myself
Which is
6s to hit auto wounds and 6s to also explode already. No, actually, I'm going to spend 5 blood tithe points to give me an extra attack.
Oh, okay.
That makes much more sense right now. Okay. So what's my primary at? 38. So if I get 12, 40, 50, that maxes it, which I'm already getting because I have more terminations within range of that objective.
You've got 100.
Okay. So I can't get to 100.
You can.
You can because
No.
you heed actions there.
I can't
you
get to
hold
100.
them.
How can I get to
That's
100?
45. And
My,
you- yeah,
my
you can't
blood
get to
god's
100.
my blood god's due is on
Yeah.
what?
Only 7. So you will be.
Yeah,
be 7
okay.
short.
So I move over here,
Maybe.
right, like that, and then he charges him. I've got many CP big wow. So 6-inch charge, that's a fail. CP reroll, that's a 5, I still fail. Okay. Oh no, I gave myself +1 to charge.
Yeah.
So there we go, we're in. Right. So he then fights, 8 attacks, 2s. 6s explode. So 9 hits,
2s to kill.
2s to kill.
They're all dead.
Cool. So they're all dead. That gives me a point on Blood God's due, Brom.
Yep.
Right?
That puts you on 38 for your secondaries. 38 for your primaries at the moment.
So my primary now, I hold. So I'll fight the tank, but do we care? We don't care. We don't need to kill it. We don't care. So I hold 5 objectives.
Yep.
So I get 12 points, and I action, so I get 3 bonus. But I've now maxed all of the primary. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're done.
Das ist gut.
So actually, the Blood God's due is what let me down, which I said at the start would be a problem because all the vehicles that you had.
Yeah.
Um,
But you still maxed everything else.
I maxed everything else. Yeah.
Maybe you're going to change your tune slightly on the World Eaters.
No,
Why not?
because
It's still not perfect enough.
I still think I'm going to struggle when I come up against a good player.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. So I still think that actually properly competitive World Eaters probably doesn't have anger on it at the moment, right? And I really, this is something that's endemic in the whole of 40k, right? This isn't just World Eaters. This is Mortarion, this is Magnus, this is the Silent King. Maybe not so much the Silent King, actually. But most of the big models that exist, if we're talking actual competitive 40k, you probably don't take them. Because normally for the 300, 400, 500 points that they cost, you just get more versatility at multiple units to do other things.
Yeah, you're much better with just more 8-bound or 15 extra berserkers.
Yeah,
Or
absolutely.
10 extra berserkers and another rhino.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I am finding that without Armour of Contempt, they are Space Marines. They're still falling over pretty quickly. The problem I also have with Angron, we spoke about this already. At no point have I used his armour save tonight. I've always been on his Inven.
Oh, no, you had a 3-up versus the Punisher.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. Of course.
Yeah, but like I said, I put the Punisher in before the game because I was like, I want to see what it does now that Armour of Contempt is gone. It killed nothing, really. So it's not as good. I think with Lord Solar giving it 4 rerolls to hit and wound, it becomes better, but you're then putting Lord Solar on a Punisher tank when you've got 20, 30 Kassakin on the table.
But Lord Solar doesn't give it real wounds.
No.
Just hits because it's a tank.
It's
a
even
tank.
worse then, isn't it?
So I having played the Guard a bit myself, I think if you're not taking the Relic Gatekeeper Battle Cannon, it's Plasma Cutioners or bust.
Yeah.
Like even the Vanquisher, I love a Vanquisher.
If I didn't have him on, and if I just had a second Vanquisher, I think it's a bit more of a different game because I had to bank on killing Angron with one Vanquisher.
Yeah, but I still think a Plasma Cutioner in your list in general just gives you more mileage.
Yeah, I have rolled absolutely terrible with only once did my Plasma Executioner roll over a 2.
But you talk about Plasma Cutioners going into Berserkers or Terminators,
Yeah.
they then suddenly are significantly more efficient
Well, yeah,
than a
that one
Vanquisher.
picks up the whole unit.
Yeah,
over
they're then just more efficient than a Vanquisher. And even if you target Angron with a Plasma Cutioner, strength 8 base, so you're winning him on 3s because he's only toughness 7.
Yeah.
So and if you then start using the reroll 1s order to remove yourself the risk of mortal wounds, I don't like to admit it because I hate Plasma Cutioners, but I think they're the strongest Leman Russ in the book without anything else. Gatekeeper is arguably better simply because you've got more shots.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same AP, but it is also always 3 damage. You get minimum 7, maximum 9 shots. It's always 3 damage.
Yeah.
That's great. Further range as well, 72 inches. But you have to put it on a tank commander. What does that mean? You're struggling to put an order on him then. Then you have to pay points to let him order himself or something like it. Just
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like you do get extra shots and you do get that flat 9, strength 9, and 3 damage. But you have to then really kind of invest in him to make him work as a tank commander.
And then you're spending a lot more CP.
And he's also a tank commander who then becomes a character. And if we look at the fact that you probably want Lord Polar, you almost definitely want a command squad.
Yeah.
You're probably having a commissar. You're just starting to give up assassinate,
Yeah.
aren't you? Really?
I think with guards, you have to just assume that you're giving up either bring it down or assassinate.
Or no prisoners, because if you come away from the tank heavy list and you move into heavy infantry, you just got so many bodies on the board. They just rack up no prisoners.
I absolutely love Sentinels with a passion. I think they're great, but I think when like I had to use them as kind of move blocking units just to kind of give myself some breathing space early game. But like because I end up going first, it's like if I don't push out, he's just going to sit in the backfield and just wait to get the charge off anyway.
If he'd had first turn and pushed forward a little bit into staging, would you have pushed them forward as heavily and maybe charged them in? And
I think if
taken the battle
he'd
to
gone forward, his option is then he has to go and get all the objectives, which means I get a bit more choice.
So in this mission, honestly, going first fucks you.
Yeah.
Because you have to push onto objectives because of the secondary part of the mission and because it's a hold 2, hold 3. So you get no points for just holding a home objective. If you play hold 1, hold 2, hold... This is where people go, oh, you guys know competitive a bit. If you play hold 1, hold 2, hold 3, normally with an army like World Eaters, you're going to hold back for at least turn 1 and just go, I'm content with the one objective. That's fine. Like turn 2, I'm content with the one objective. I'll watch where you're positioned turn 3. Now I'm stepping out and I'm going to come because you're going to move up to the middle of the board and I'm going to come and take you on because I can outfight you. But I want to control where I go and where I fight, right? In a hold 2, hold 3 mission, you get 0 points if you just hold your home objective. So you need to push forward. And then when the secondary part of that mission ties in with, you need to be on the central objectives or you don't get the bonus points for that primary mission, you have to be across the middle. So Joe had no choice. And actually, if you look at the bonus points for him, in turn 1, he gained 3 bonus points. Just 3 victory points he wouldn't have had if he didn't push out. Now, I, personally, in Guard, highly rate Scout Sentinels. And the reason being is because you can forward deploy them. So what I would do in Guard is take Scout Sentinels, you forward deploy them 9 inches away. Now, if I'm playing competitive World Eaters, I'm probably not running Angron. Lord Invocatus is my Warlord because I can pre-game move 2 core units with a normal move. And because they're in range of him, I would use 8 bound. I get a pre-game 11-inch move with 8 bound that can move through ruins. If you've got Scout Sentinels push forward...
Can't stop them near?
I can't. I don't think I can end within 9 of enemy, can I?
You can.
Can you?
There's no
It's a
restriction
scout
to
move,
it.
is it?
Normally you
Just a
can't for
normal move.
pre-game moves.
No, you can just do it.
Normally pre-game moves say you can't end within 9 inches of an enemy. Stop it. Otherwise that's silly. Otherwise my whole tactic I was about to teach people on is rubbish. At the start of the first battle round, before the first time you can... Well, that's silly.
You can't. There's no minimum because you move 2
It's just a
units
move.
that within 6 or
Okay, that's amazing.
At the start of the first battle round, before the first turn begins, you can select up to 2 friendly World Eaters core units within 9 inches of this warlord. The unit and the selected unit, this unit and the selected units, can then make a normal move, which because they're within. If you make them within 6 inches of him, becomes 11 inches for 8 bound. Now, normally with pre-game
And Lordy can move
moves,
as well.
and Lord Invocatus goes with them. Normally with pre-game moves, what happens is they say you can't finish within 9 inches of an enemy unit. I assumed it was the same.
no. So you have 2 6-man units of 8 bound.
That move 11.
They move 11 inches
With Flying McCorson.
with Flying McHorson. Move 11 inches. Turn 1. The rest of your army moves into within 6 inches.
Remembering that it says at the start of the first battle round, so you already know who's going first.
Yeah.
So it's not like I step forward 11 inches, oh, you go first, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
It's like I know I'm going forward. So guess what? Turn 1, I'm moving 22 inches across the table.
Yeah, with my 12 angry guy. Like, no one can stop that.
No.
That's just happening.
And to get to 2 units of 6/8 bound from the 3 that I've got, I just drop anger on. I've got exactly enough points.
yeah, right. So, which means they're more devastating than Death Company because they get more attacks and there's no negative to hit. They're just like, I'm here now.
I'm
And
coming
2
to get you.
CP for +1 damage.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you,
go on.
Matthew Clare Music, for the super chat. All this sounds like too much strategy for Khorne. Yeah.
It's
it
not
is.
really a strategy. It's move forward, fight.
And there has been a few comments about how that might be FAQ. I actually don't think it will be, because if you again lean into the fact that maybe this is a glimpse into 10, maybe they're getting rid of that whole restriction of 9 inches
Yeah.
for
No.
pre-game move stuff.
So I think
do you
that,
think it will be?
I would now lean towards that's wrong, and they should FAQ that to say you can't finish within 9 inches like every other pre-game strat, because I hate turn 1 charges.
Yeah.
I'm playing World Eaters right now. I hate turn
It
1
doesn't matter if you can
charges.
finish 9 inches away. You still get a charge.
Yeah.
Because if
It
they're
doesn't-
move blocking you, you still stop 9 inches away.
It means you
to
can't
Yeah,
move
but-
deployment zone.
But,
Yeah,
but forget,
there's
like,
that.
all right, okay. But let's say here, right? So I'm within. So this is my deployment zone, right?
Yeah.
I then move my 8 bound 11 inches because I'm in range of Lord Invocatus. Where the
Just
fuck's
use
the 8
any old
bound?
model.
Right? No, we
Oh,
use a
good.
proper model, bro.
Oh,
We're
okay.
not any channel. We don't use predators as rhinos. So move 11 inches, right? So I'm there, okay?
Yeah.
I then, Lord Invocatus has gone with me with my 6/8 bound. So I then move another 11 inches, right? So this now, at the end of turn 1, is where my 8 bound are, right? Now, let's change this. So I go back into my deployment zone, right? And Joe puts a sentinel, wherever a sentinel is. We need a proper model, Joe. We don't just use predators as rhinos.
9 inches
Right?
away.
9 inches away from these, right? And my pre-game move now says that I can't move within 9 inches. I can't move anywhere. Joe then has a warlord trait that allows him to redeploy 3 units. So he redeploys his unit back into his deployment zone because he can do that. Lady Creed, Ursula Creed, has that warlord trait as standard, right? I then move 11 inches. I'm now here, not here. Big difference.
So with your, is it strat or is it a thing for your pre-game move? Is it before you've done your
My
your
pre-game move.
Yeah. it's
My
before
pre-game
his
move. Start of the
redeploy.
first battle round before the first turn begins.
And then at the start of your first turn, you can redeploy.
You redeploy at start the battle round before the first turn begins.
So you do a roll off to see who goes first.
Well,
No, no, no.
You roll off to see who goes first.
No,
Yeah.
you roll off to see who goes first. Pre-game abilities now start with the player who goes first. It's in the new book.
So, if I go first, I don't move them
Yeah.
because then he can't
Pre-game move.
pre-game move. Currently, he could pre-game move and be within an inch of me.
Well, just over. I can't be in engagement range.
Yeah,
So I would get an 8-inch move out of it.
yeah. Which means that he's then move blocking me, despite the fact I've gone first, and it's just.
That's cool. So
But then the scout sentinels can do the same thing. They start 9 inches away from you, then they move and charge. But they've got 6 attacks or
Yeah.
3 attacks each,
If you put the chainsaws on
They're not
them,
armoured.
which you do.
which you do.
Yeah.
So it's 9 attacks from the squad hitting on 4s, wounding most things on 3s and 4s.
Yeah.
Whereas he's got a unit of 6 guys putting out 5 attacks each.
So 4 attacks base,
Yeah.
plus 1 for charging as well, dear. Plus 1 for my 8-bound weapon, so 6
Yeah.
attacks base.
6 attacks base. So that's what? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 attacks. 31 attacks with the squad leader.
Well, no, because you've got one guy will have the big weapon, which is 1 less attack. So it's about 29 attacks. It's about 30 attacks roughly.
Yeah.
But they're all pretty. And you can spend 2 CP to make them all minimum 3 damage, and the 2 big weapons 4 damage. No, the champion's weapon's 4 damage.
So actually more. It's more attacks than that, but
6 times 6 is 36.
yeah.
-1. No, it is just 6 times 6. It's 36 attacks. 6 of those will be the champion, which is flat 3 damage as standard.
And they're hitting on 3s, wounding most things in the game on 3s, and they're -3, 2 damage. But then you spend 1 CP to make them flat 3.
No, 2 CP for Red Butchers. But if you then get Blood Titan in, they can hit on 2s. And, yeah, anyway.
The final super chat.
Okay.
The last postcard from Yestin the Bestin.
Love you.
We do, but it's not on 40k topic. So Liam, what's the balance between dragging out a game because Luce will shout at you and running late so that Luce will shout at you?
We're in the
the
sweet
balance.
spot right now.
Yeah.
Right. It depends how many people went into Discord and told her that I apologise on camera. Because if they did that, she'll be better. If they didn't do that, I'm just going to get bummed.
Yeah,
That's fine.
You'd be dead.
But thank you, Eston, for your concern.
Yes, thank you.
I love you too. Okay, cool. Hope you guys have enjoyed this battle report, this first competitive public one.
Yeah.
With Astra versus World Eaters. That was a higher score for the World Eaters than I expected. I genuinely, when we deployed, was looking at this today and thinking that Astra were probably going to be one of my biggest problems as World Eaters, because I thought you would just blow me off the table as I moved across the table. And then when we decided to play the third mission, because we're doing them in order, we've done mission 1 and mission 2 in members only, I figured, because I had to hold central objectives for bonus points, I was definitely just going to die. This was actually quite a surprise for me. So
Yeah.
I think that if you and I start tweaking this World Eaters list, it could be pretty terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Like I said, we've done 2 competitive missions before behind the members only paywall. So if you want to watch those, join us at Skulltier, just $4.99, great value. I think, for what we offer anyway for members only. Also gets you part of that Discord access, which is £2 normally. So for £3 basically, you get members only video normally every week. The only caveat to that is when we have a brand new codex, because then on Tuesday we do put it out to the public, because we like to get the viewers in before everybody else. Yeah. So they can see. So because the thing is, what happens is they see what a good stream looks like, and they go to another channel and go, well, "This is terrible." We'll go back to that first one.
Yeah.
Right. So check all that content out. If you have been given a membership tonight, if you've been gifted one, or you become a new member of your own choice, please ! Discord, come and join us in the Great Hall. Don't miss out on that perk. There's also in your perk section, if you don't catch it in the stream, there's a link to Discord. Come and join us. Come and hang out with us. Make sure you link your YouTube account to your Discord account so you get all the correct access that you deserve. You beautiful humans. Right. I think that covers it, Jay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
If you're in Discord, keep an eye on it tomorrow, because Joe and I might be doing an experimental game stream on the game channel.
Yeah.
Which I think Nightbot should have been reminding you about today.
Yeah.
Possibly, maybe, potentially.
Maybe. Don't know. Maybe.
That's everything.
Yeah.
Brom, anything you want to add?
No, it's been fun.
Yeah,
Good.
good.
It's been magical.
So you're all amazing. I love you dearly. I'll see you tomorrow night for 40k After Dark. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Say your line.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.